Hello guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do consider liking, sharing, and definitely subscribing. And if you're a member of the platform, massive respect to all of you lots in the building. As you saw by the title, this is the Jamaica final game in the prelims to the championship. Because it's two different things. I have to make sure I put that out. It's two different things. All right. So they're trying to make it to the championship. You have a few teams that's in the championship that's waiting on the teams that's trying to qualify towards the championship. I'm going to try my best to bring that to the forefront so you guys have a better understanding at it. But anyways, it's a watch along night, and we're going to be here to talk about as much teams as possible and what Jamaica has to do and what Puerto Rico has to do. I think Africans will join me at some point in this stream so he can show me from the other sides, because I can't watch every single game to break down everything. So thanks for being here. At any point of this video you want to state something on the rewatch, please drop it in the comment section. I will try my best to give you some response there. We have James Jackson in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. James Jackson already, without even hearing a word, he gives his predictions and everything. Then we have Vacation Phones JA in the building. Massive respect. A game is currently going on. A game is currently going on. Suriname versus Haiti. That's a quality football. That's what I was telling people. You know, I love it. You know, Suriname really getting some good players, and them and Haiti battling it out for the final spot. But that is for ladies. That is for ladies, not men. All right, but it's football, and that's what we do here. Football. Love it. Jason, going to big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Antigua advance. All right. Antigua U20 advance. Hold on, instead, right? What's up with my work? When I start my stream, everybody wants to push away like they don't even want me to do my conversation. Just you know what? Let me leave the comment section alone. And just get my let me get the facts up on the screen, because they're not even giving me a chance to put out the content. Crack, you know. Yes, they're not giving me a chance, you know. Yes. So let me try get it up for you guys. Big of yourself, Michael Gardner, everybody. All right, I just came out with that. I just come on the screen, blood. And they're not giving. Spend a little time, hit the like button. We have 23 people here. Let it go 24, 25 likes. So spend the time, like the video first before you start commenting. Because if I turn on my video and see 2 likes and 55 comments, the slap that you're going to get, it's going to be registered under epic proportion. I'm not going to talk about the next slide because that would have been too early. All right, Concacaf U20. All right, so let me put up the Concacaf. JD, give JD a yeah. I'm just setting up the stuff so we can go through the thing, so we can chop up things. You know, the man not. So steady right, very happy. Yeah, we understand. You know, but steady right should know that we understand as well. You know, so just give me a chance, blood. You know, let me get the U20s up and running. Yeah, because I love some football that I'm seeing here. All right, so all right. Woo. Peer people. Oh God. All right. Where is the groups? What? You know, I can't manage these things, you know, because sometimes they're making it. All right, you know what? Let me just use my sofa score and finish right here. All right. So let me bring up my thing on the screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing as well. And we can lay off the show, go into certain things. All right. Yes, Ted Right. Not giving me a chance. Ted Right. Brag. Yeah. Antigua going through. All right. Big up. All right. Well, Newton in the building. Massive respect. All right. So this is what we're showing you on the screen. So we started with Jamaica group. So Jamaica at this point on 12 and Puerto Rico on 12. So pretty much it's always the same position that most of these teams in, because you only have one good team in your group, to be honest, and others are teams that are trying to develop. All right, so from the start, we expected Puerto Rico and Jamaica. The only way you never expected that unless you never watch football. Jamaica would have always come with physicality. Puerto Rico would have always used the technical ability to see how far it could bring them. And then we could gauge it to see if Jamaica can find their way to get around the technical ability. We had said that before it turned out. And clearly, it's the exact way as what we said. So I guess our football is on point based on how we assess things. And it was obvious. So we don't want to take any credit from that. Me want to hear what JD has to say because me know him. I go say Puerto Rico is a better team than Jamaica. I've not watched anything and say anything as yet. So you just talk for yourself, Lord. All right, talk for yourself. Instead, where I said a fan determines the flow of the action on this podcast. Jesus Christ. No, well, the football is important, blood. So this is Jamaica's group. Let me get the other groups then because you already brought up the other groups them and I want to show your team respect. So let me get the chance to go for the other groups. So you could get your glory because your team did something. So I'm not going to be here and don't want to give you any credit. So this is one of the groups and people. Group A, El Salvador, Suriname, Belize, St. Martin, French Guiana, Grenada. El Salvador is on 12 points so far after 4 games played. And as you saw, it's 5 games per team because he had 6 teams in each group. So 5 teams. So I think Suriname still have an extra game to play and El Salvador as well. But more likely El Salvador looks like they're in the driving seat. Big up yourself, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man, everyone that's coming in, smash like, man, share and subscribe. I will reshare it to other places, but we're building up the building, so don't worry yourself. We are not rushing anything. I think El Salvador might top it over Suriname, in my opinion. This is just my analysis based on what I saw. Suriname looks solid, but maybe they need a little bit more time to topple El Salvador because El Salvador is a crafty team. They are very good in this region. You understand me? So they can use that against you. And I think Suriname, it's the second year running Suriname bucked up in El Salvador, and more likely El Salvador will get the edge over them. Let me know what say you guys as it relates to Group A. We're just running through everything so we can concentrate on the Jamaica, Puerto Rico group. All right, so this is A, all right? All right, second half starts for the game Suriname versus Haiti. If you guys want to watch that, you can. All right, so let me move past Group B. So because Group B is the one that we're going to target. So Antigua 12, Dominican Republic 9, but it was a 5-team group, so each teams play 4 games. All right, so at this point, this group is concluded, and it's shocking. Antigua comes with their physicality. Yes, Antigua comes with the physicality. They did. I still like what they're doing. It's the fact that they're still not in their prime, and they got over the line. I thought that Dominican Republic was a better team. I'm very sorry, blood, but they just can't figure out. At least I never expected Dominica to have trouble at U20s with physicality because I thought that U17's physicality kind of fade out. But credit to the Antigua, they use what they're good at, and it works. You understand me? So that's what I saw from it. I don't know what Africans saw from it. So Africans, you want to jump in and give a take a chance to watch them?
No, I can give my take on this one. I think it's at this level, it's very interesting. Like you said, the physicality versus the teams that are technical. I think in this edition of it, you're seeing the physicality take a little bit more on and be able to play with those technical players. Though teams are technical, the technical teams, as we'll call them, the good passing teams, they haven't been the best at finishing, or they'll go on and off with finishing, right? Like, well, we haven't got to Costa Rica, but like Costa Rica put up 14 on one team, and then Bermuda made them fight to get a 3-3 draw. And so I think in this edition of the tournament, where in other tournaments we look and say, okay, definitely the technical teams are pushing, we're seeing it kind of balance itself out a little bit better where that's there. So I think it opens up for sure. like you said, a team like Antigua, maybe they're ahead of schedule. Maybe they're happy where they are. I think going into this, definitely Dominican Republic was the team you were looking at, saying probably they go through. But you're seeing in this edition of it, at least, the physicality, the the high pressing, the transition teams are doing a lot better versus, say, the teams that have the build up, have the possession there, and it's given us some good matchups and some surprising results. Some may say, or others would say they were coming based off how teams were playing. But yeah, that's what I would say definitely for this group here.
All right, so I love it in Africans because I beat these other teams because
Mm.
I have no respect for them because they just come to these tournaments and collect 55. So congratulations to Antigua, you have done me proud. At least I kind of have to push back on my word because I never expected none of these teams to do nothing at all. So
Mhm.
Antigua, let me have to eat my word a little bit because they came through the crack, and this is what Concacaf would say that they're doing it for. Even the one team after
Mhm.
65 teams get 7,000 goals scored on them. So Antigua, congratulations. And Damrep is a seasoned quality team that's spending a load of money. So the fact that you got it over them and Antigua's program pretty much ain't at the highest, you know. I saw that they're revamping a few things over the years. So the fact that they got it to this stage, it's a big start. Hopefully you guys can build off this and just use it as a development program and not just an instant gratification because
Mhm.
it might just go very bad very fast. So keep it up. One love, Antigua. One love. Johnny Powell and everyone that's coming in, massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right, we have 50 in the house and we have 20 likes. That tells me you guys are not doing a job. But tell you what, we are not going to leave you. We are not going to make you let we not do our job. All right?
Mhm.
Yes. But know that once you put a comment, we're supposed to see your likes as well. We don't need to fight you about that. All right. All right. So Group D now. Group D. Oh, you look at these Africans. You have 80, Curacao 99, Guatemala, Guyana, Saint Vincent, and Anguilla 3-3. So Anguilla and Saint Vincent pretty much out already with
Mhm.
all of them out. It's just pretty much between
Top two.
Haiti and Curacao. What you saw from the Curacao team and the Asian team.
Again, the same conversation we're talking about, teams that are maybe good technical versus teams that are more on the traits reliant, right? Haiti this term have definitely been, your classic active wingers, great in transition, 1v1 take ons, whereas Curacao does have that. Curacao also have been trying to do a little bit more of that build up, and that has helped them. You're seeing, it's interesting seeing the Dutch colonies really embrace the physicality a little bit more. I saw with Aruba last night versus Canada, but like Curacao have done a good job with this, and I like this group just because a result either way, because they're playing the last game, Haiti and Curacao, they're close enough on goal difference that a 1-0 win or a 2-0 win isn't necessarily safe. For Haiti, it'd be safe. But once Curacao can get, if they can get goals going, they have to play. This game has to be a play where you have to match them goal for goal here effectively. And I think Haiti, at least, they just have to play a defensive game. But I'm a little bit disappointed in Guyana. I thought they would push a little bit more in this tournament just based off of old reputation and what they've been able to do. But to see those two teams, I see in Curacao at the top, that is not a surprise to me. I think they've definitely shown to be the class of this group, and it shows with them on top. I'm happy to see it, and can't wait to see that matchup tomorrow, no doubt.
Yeah, Grenada was one of them that I was looking through the physicality
Mm,
because remember that's what we have to talk about
yeah.
too. I expected them to push on like Antigua, but clearly Antigua took that spot in the development. So yes, I would agree with you. Going in. One second, I think I've switched it. One
Yeah.
second. Yes. So going into this final game, um, I agree. I agree. 80, much more wing transition they're playing. I think that they're short on a few midfielders. In my opinion, they're short on a few midfielders because normally they still play wing transition here, but they are a little bit more composed than previous years. Like previous years, they were more composed than this one. I think they are much more trying to get wing transition going over and over, and they can be caught out. I'm still going to slightly favor 80, you know. I'm still going to slightly favor 80, you know. But I would not be surprised that Curacao win it very easily in the end as well, based on their more control that they have in the game. So this is going to be a very good game to watch. Maybe if I have time, I might have to roll out and try and get it because I owe the Asians them, my brothers, some games. And definitely this is something that I should be looking at. So let me know, people, what you say about 80 Curacao. So who you taking in it?
It's interesting because the one fun thing about this tournament specifically is because a good chunk of them have all come from the U17s last year. So like I saw Curacao U17, some of them players came up. Same thing with the Haiti team. So I want to say Haiti should win this, but something in me tells me Curacao might push it through. I don't know what it is.
I know you're gonna go against my Asian brothers. You know? Oh my God!
Hey, sac passe everyone. On parle français. I understand Creole a little bit, but like I like and I get it. Like on paper, it should be Haiti. The midfield point, I think, is a very fair point. If they get more from that, if Haiti gets a little bit more consistency against a team that wants to build out and pass through them, I think that leaves them a little bit vulnerable. But I think again, this is the best matchup for the groups at the top, other than the one we're going to watch tonight. This is the best 1-2 at the end. So that's why I'm like, it's a 50-50 for me.
All right. Prince would big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Issa, big up yourself. Issa said, I'm taking 80. Then them wingers can't be stopped. So he's saying that once the wingers then, because that's a problem in it, Issa. The wingers has to get the ball. The problem is Curacao is extremely better than 80 in keeping the ball and not spilling over. So if they get them in isolated areas, they're going to punish them. So I know it's going to be a battle of what your strengths are, and you want to exploit them. And as I said, it's always easier for a winger to get the ball wide areas, but sometimes they can get just like Cephas and Jamaica, or Curacao did to them. It's a similar game I can see because they are heavily dependent on the wing transitions, and that could be a problem. But going to be very good. It's going to be very good. Owen in the building, massive respect. Guys, as I come in, please do it, like, share, and subscribe. Lee Young said, 80 not losing this one. I want to go with my Asian brothers, to be honest. I'm going to edge my bet with Asian brothers, but I fully agree with Africans that Curacao better than 80 in the midfield, and I don't think it's even close. But their wide areas, their wing backs and stuff, I don't think they are as fast and comfortable with speed. So that could be slightly of a problem at this age. So as what you guys said, Jason, I'll give him score. Oh my God. Curacao has a bunch of PSV, and they are better footballers. We agree that Curacao is a better footballer. I don't think they have gotten enough time as what 80 has as well. So 80 has the time on their side. But when you see them play football, you know that Curacao players are better. You just know by just looking at them. But that alone don't win football game because 80 is not that bad. You understand me? And they have more time on their side. So people, that will be a lovely game to watch. I'm talking myself into that game. I am taking that game. Just said 3-1. He's going for 80. Has to steal my prediction. I never 3-1 still. 80, them gone 2 man. All right, so you're going for 80 as well. So everybody going for 80. 80 can't lose the 1 year. All right, he said 80 can't lose. Issa, Jesus Christ, Issa, you can't just say a team can't lose when the next team is superior in an area. You cannot view football like that. Believe me, you're going to be shocked, Issa, when you see the man and put the ball on the ground and roll that ball in. 80. He look clueless, believe me. You know I'm the Asian brother. All right, yes. All right, come on, come on. Do money let me down. So, anyways, Africans, we have our brothers them coming in the building just a fill up, all
Yes.
right. Building a fill up, all right. So let we see this 80 team not playing bad football. No, nobody said they
No.
are playing bad
Yeah.
football. But if one have superior midfielders and play superior control football, and one playing wing transition a lot more, you have to give people their credit. So if these guys control the football, I think you're in a little problem, you know. All right, so and next Africans, this is your one, you know, or come on, do money, give me something special, do money. Oh, good save.
I'm glad we're both doing the same thing right now.
People texted me and said, JD, you said Canada is the best team, which I'm standing by. Canada the best team. They are the perfect package. Where you can watch it on the Concacaf YouTube channel. But at some point, I will try and get it if you can't get it. All right? Yes. Sometimes it requires a VPN for you to see it. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's what a pass. Edie breaking through here. Put it across. Ooh. Oh my God. Edie getting chances after chances. Good game. No, Matthew, no worries yourself. Because maybe we'll put in a group. But Africans, we need to hear from your big blood. People texted in my chat saying, JD, you said Canada was the best team, and I still stuck by that. They can do the most systems. They look like them the most complete team there. And both of these teams struggled in their final game, both Canada and Costa Rica that I had up there. But they have competitive teams playing against. So I don't know why people can't just give the other team credit rather than trying to fight me on what I have said on the team. So Aruba, what you made of that game, Africans? And because they're saying that the referee thief the game for Canada. I did not saw that. I thought Canada was a better team. Yes, you could say that one of the calls were dodgy, but they won by 2-0 and they had more chances to score, especially early on in the game. So I don't know why people just want to fight.
I'll start off by saying I think at the U20 men's level, we need to retire the Panenka. Just to stop trying to do it. Okay? Stop it. I've seen it too many times in the last 3 U20 tournaments where a Canadian goes for a Panenka and it hits the crossbar or it gets saved. Let's retire this. Just, I don't care. Shoot it straight at the goal. I don't care. Shoot at the goalkeeper. Do something else. That aside. No, I think Aruba, I thought walking in, they set this up as if Nicaragua was going to be the game. After the first matchups, I said it's going to be the Aruba game. The Aruba game was going to be the toughest game, and Canada treated it that way. I think against Aruba, was the ref good? No, but he was consistent in how he was calling the game, and I don't need my ref to be perfect. I need them to be consistent. And he was consistent the game. Was it great for both sides? No. Canada has calls that they wanted. Aruba had calls that they wanted. I hear you. The ref was good because he was consistently consistent. But for Canada in this game, I think the issue was just they just were poor for their shot. They didn't have quality chances they didn't convert. And then on the shots, they weren't high quality. Right? The Aruba goalkeeper had a lot of saves. He had one or two that he had to really work for. Most things were straight at the keeper or they were blocked. They really did a good job of eliminating options in their low block. They did a great job at that. And then when they had counter opportunities, they were always off just by one pass. I mean, it was the type of game I was preparing myself emotionally to say, we're going to lose this 1-0, aren't we? It's the type of, it felt like that type of a game. But no, I think you have to give credit to Aruba here because they did what they set out to do. They tried to keep the score low and then tried to take advantage of their opportunities. I just don't think in this game, Canada per se, they had good chances. They weren't the highest quality. You have a missed penalty in the first half. You have 2 goals put off because of offsides. And then when they finally score the goal, it's just more relief than anything. At that point, I was just like, I'm glad there's no VAR. I don't want to see it and have this be taken up. It felt like that type of a game. But Aruba was definitely the game that was going to push them. I don't think Nicaragua will push them as much. Canada's virtually through. They would have to lose to Nicaragua by 11. They won't lose to Nicaragua by 11. By goal difference, they are all but through, so they don't have to push through. But Aruba was going to be the toughest test of the group, and I think they showed well defensively. And again, they were another side. We mentioned Curacao, but Aruba is the prime example of good technical side, but then the physicality. You're seeing them tournament after tournament. They're understanding the physicality a little bit more, and they're playing to it. And that's what I think a lot of the Caribbean, especially the Dutch ones, the Dutch islands, once they start to understand that, I think they will thrive more and more once you get to the senior level. But for them, I think this is a good step. We saw them at the U17, though the goals on U17 were lopsided. They played well at U17. And then here they did well. But I think for Canada, this was their toughest game. They just couldn't break down a low block, which is, I mean, a tradition for Canadians. Find a low block that they can break through. Haven't found it yet. But they got the goals. And so now into their final game, they can kind of, they don't lose by 12 and they'll be fine. So
They ain't losing by 12. We saw some comments came in. Let me just run through them.
mhm.
Bless up the DJ Gigs. Massive respect in the building. All right. David said, I want Edie to win. Ugly win or pretty win. Just good ball game. All right. JC said Aruba is one of the fastest improving teams in the region. They're following the blueprint of Curacao and Suriname. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's kind of a cheating still, but yeah, we saw other people that believes that they're just great at everything and don't want to actually follow no blueprint, and they're the ones falling back. They think that they're going forward, but they're falling back, to be honest, when we are watching these other guys developing fast. So I can get where you're coming from because the education is way higher. So that is a good start. A good start. Martin, big up yourself, Martin. Thanks for being here. Father Warren in the building. All right, consistently bad. All right, all right. And then now we're going to a Jamaica a group. All right, consistently thieving for Canada. That's Lee Young. Lee Young is just a professional eater
No,
at this point. Then we have
well, he's consistent. I appreciate the
yes, he's
consistency.
a professional eater now, and no, look at the time he came, when we are gonna go to the Jamaica category, So that's all
Mhm.
he wants to hear about, All right, all right, all right. So we have Father Warren, Owen in the building. Must respect Omar Fowling. All right, so the Jamaica group now we have Jamaica versus Puerto Rico. Let me see if I have the lineup as yet, because normally they would have put the lineup. All right, so I think the lineup is there. All right, so this is the line. I think both of the lineups are there. So maybe I don't have to wait on Concacaf. So I will go through the lineups. But let me move on. We talk about these
Mhm.
Africans. What you make of this one? What you make of the Jamaica team that you saw, this U20s and the Puerto Rico team? What you saw from both of these teams?
I'll start with Jamaica, and where I'll say I think this has been, regardless of result, and this makes it sound like I'm going to pick Puerto Rico. So, guys, just let me finish my statement first. I think, regardless
No,
of
you
result,
just say
yeah,
what you have to say, blood. This is
I
a
think
safe
there's,
space.
yeah.
The haters in the chat can't stop you.
Is it a safe space? Is it really? No,
Yes,
I
it's a
think
safe space.
regardless of result, I think I have liked Jamaica. This has been one of the best youth years I've seen for Jamaica on the pitch. Right, both youth, women U17, men U17, and the U20s. You look at them on the pitch, and they look like a good youth Concacaf team. Right, they're moving the ball well. They're outletting. They're attacking the space that they have to. They can build up if they need to. Now, again, in this group, they haven't faced anyone that's really pushed them. Puerto Rico will be that side, but I do need to give them their flowers because I think the players in these last few tournaments, I think they've looked really good. And if the federation can continue to build off of this, if the players continue to develop, there's hope coming in the youth ranks. Plus, to add to the professionals, plus the dual nats and everything, you can start to build a program that you can start to see. Hey, there's an identity, and that's always been my thing. Yes, it's been against lesser teams, but their identity is actually consistent. And I think in this tournament, it's been nice to see them go into every game and just say, "Look, you're gonna pick up 7. There's nothing you can do. We are going to give you 7 and enjoy." And they've done that to the teams they've played, and that's what your top teams do. They go, they give them 7, they give them 8, they give them 12, and then they're on to the next game. And you want them to do that. They've rotated semi well. That's always my concern. How much are you rotating when it comes to getting ready for games that are coming? Players get in that sense, but they've looked better and good enough for what I've said. So I think for Jamaica, I've liked that. For Puerto Rico has been building for years, right? We saw that at the U17s. Um, what was it? 4 years ago? Yeah, we saw them U17s 4 years ago. They made the semis. Is that how you're going to score your first goal? Unbelievable, Haiti. That's how you score your first goal.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
bad from Suriname. Bad from
That is
Suriname.
unbelievable. But yeah.
That is bad
And
from Suriname. They played
so for
so good
Puerto
to give
yeah,
up that stupid. Come
yeah,
on,
that's hey, I'm
that's
not
what
mad.
passing out from the back gives you in Africa. And sometimes
Yeah,
you're just too comfortable passing out the ball. Suriname kick themselves in the face. Yeah.
that they did. But back to Puerto Rico. I
But
think Puerto Rico
continue,
has been
continue,
building well.
continue.
Yeah, they've been building well. I think this is a good push for them. We've seen them at the
So,
women's
so,
level. The
so
women's
what,
level
what, you,
look
what you're
good.
pretty much saying then, for you, based on what you saw from the Jamaica systems, all of these games, because for me, I am not impressed with how they're playing. I do see other players, 1 and 2 players that I think are good players, and I like them. But the style that they're playing, I don't think it actually helpful to get closer to Canada. Because you can say that you're satisfied with it, but maybe you don't expect much of Jamaica to come closer to Canada. You don't think look. I don't think you think. All right, let me ask you. Let me not pick up. You think that Jamaica can compete with United States and Mexico one day with this style? That is my question to ask you.
I think they are many steps in their development from that. But I think that's every side not
Okay.
named in the top of the top 2 teams. I think outside of them, I think really only consistently Costa Rica can challenge those top 2 teams
Okay.
consistently.
So you're saying then, even though it's that's your identity, so just stay with it. It might not give you any fruits against the 2 top teams or the 3 top teams but you think that it gives you a better chance to reach somewhere. That's what you're saying pretty much then.
If you're trying to get to the top, you have to take a step first. And I think in this year, based off what they've looked like, I think again, I know people will disagree. I think they've taken positive steps because it's looked,
Okay.
and that's my thing. I think they've looked like a good youth Concacaf side. I didn't. That doesn't mean that they're world beaters. That doesn't mean that they'll never lose again. But they've looked
No,
like
no,
they
no.
knew what they're.
Africans,
Yeah,
we know what you're
yeah.
saying. We know what you're saying.
They look
Remember,
like
we're
they
not
know
just
what they're
over the top.
trying to
We're
do on the
listening.
pitch, and I think that's a good first step for them. Now, after that, you have to build
Okay.
off of that because ultimately, you want that style to be not only fluent but just a versatile. Ultimately, but from what they, if this is the building blocks, it's a good foundation of just okay. Whether that and that's going all levels. Again, I don't know all the background, but getting players in, having them look away and moving, I think it's a decent first step.
But hear me now, since you said that, because African said he loves the program, because Africans is a Concacaf man. So maybe what I'm going to throw into Africans now, I want to see how he answers this. So how would you do your recruitment? Because most of the recruitments that you're going to get from certain regions might not play this type of football. So would you say that let it be predominant this side because they are used to what we're doing here?
I don't think you can be necessarily predominantly one thing because, again, with recruitment, for me, recruitment isn't linear. So, yes,
Yes.
you can look good in one sense, but unless you're really turning it around, like I had this conversation with Nelson on one of my lives where it was just, where are you getting your youth players from? If you can consistently get youth players on your youth teams, but it's more than that. It's if you can consistently get players into the national team and performing well, then it's a full that's a different conversation altogether. But I think recruitment is not linear, so you always have to take those chances. You always have to look and find the connections, and that's more than just hey me simply saying go have a camp in England, find some players, and then come back. There's still resources, there's still players, there's still other academies throughout North America that they could look through. There's still players out
But
there. They have to keep working that to
okay,
get
but
those
would
in.
you
Yeah.
pause? But would you pause that expansion of the actual pool and focus on your system that you claim that you want to instill first, and then you gradually open up the pool? Because it seems like you want it to run seemingly, but it's going to be hard if you're focusing on everything at once. So that's what I was trying to say. Or
Okay.
difficult it have been. You
I
know,
get what you're yeah, I get
that
what you're
was my
saying
point.
with that. Yeah. And that's a
Okay.
fair point.
All
I
right.
would say I would say just to answer, I would say CONCACAF is going to make you have to do that now based off of what the new format looks like and things. You're going to have to focus on everything at the same time. They're not giving you time
Okay.
to, right? Because with the new format out in 2027, it's the qualifiers for the U17s to go to the World Cup. And then in August, it's the qualifiers to make the championship round for the next year's round. So if the federation is going to have a U17 team to compete to go to the World Cup, and then have a U16 team that's ready to compete to have a chance to play at that World Cup. So they're going to have to do both at the same time because CONCACAF is basically telling you, look, how we formatted everything, how we've scheduled it, it has to be that way. So I think they
Okay.
have to, and every confederation is going to feel that pinch because they have to now.
All right, so people, you hear from Africans. If you had listening out, he's giving you all the flowers and he loves what's going on in Jamaica. For we, it's a little bit different. I look at the chat to agrees with my side of we are not really impressed with what we're seeing. I think we can do much better. Especially, but when you explain yourself, Africans, what you're saying makes sense. Or you want things to go. Or you want things to go, and or you would have structured it. That is the best approach. So I agree with you
Yeah.
on that side. It's just because my approach would have been different. So that's why I wouldn't have fully agreed with the situation. That's all. But a good point. Good point. You have some solid players that I really like from what I'm seeing in the program. I think that they can go further in different systems. You
Yeah.
understand me? Because I think they have
Fair.
different ability, but obviously in this system, it kind of nullify what they truly can do. So you don't even know how good these guys are until you see them playing for some clubs. And that's what I
Yeah.
don't like with Jamaica national team. They make all of the players them look worse. Good ball over here, Suriname.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's a good chance they got, a good chance they got. So people, let me get into this game, Africans, because we have limited time. Suriname game finishing, and Suriname Haiti game finishing, and Jamaica will be starting. So guys, we have Puerto Rico and Jamaica scored on points. Jamaica scored more goals than Puerto Rico, so they are coming in the same position as to how Jamaica and Canada came in the U17s. So Africans, what you saw from you give your take on Jamaica and Puerto Rico. So how you think you could see? Is it one side? Is it Jamaica will use your physicality and get the better of Puerto Rico flat out? Or
I think
you see something
I
else?
think it's a type of game where Jamaica just sits and tries to score on the counter because I think Puerto Rico has to attack in this point. And so we're gonna the same thing I said about the Canada game as where I'm gonna say about the Canada Jamaica game, I'll say the same thing about the Jamaica Puerto Rico game. We're going to find out like they have a good goal scoring record. We're going to see how good the defense actually is and the goalkeeper of that because I think Puerto Rico will be more on the ball. I think they want to be more on the ball in that sense. They need to attack because they need to win this game to move on. And so I think because of that, it's going to be, I think Jamaica sets up in a way where I think the staff are comfortable with saying, let's sit back, defend, and then use our pace, use our power, get counter transition goals. Those will be the opportunities and go from there. And if you're Puerto Rico, it just dominates on possession and you just have to win the game by 1 goal. Just be ahead by 1 goal by the end of the 90 plus, and you're good. So I think it sets up for a defending counter type game for Jamaica, and then for Puerto Rico, them on the position. The one concern I have with Puerto Rico is Puerto Rico feel their finishing has been very Canada U17 esque. They haven't missed as many chances as those guys did, but for the chances that they create, they don't always convert, or at least make the goalie save them. And so it might feel like that type of game where it's like a 3-1 type of a game at the end, but Puerto Rico has a lot of possession, they have a lot of shots, but maybe only a slow percentage on frame.
Suriname giving ADRs as a problem here. All right, so Mr. J said, for example, Nolan looks good for Toronto FC too, but sometimes look out of place for Jamaica. See, I love that you're seeing it. Theodore said, where you can find the game again on Concacaf website, but if it's not showing, I am going to switch over my let me try and get my setup here, so I can put it in the Discord, so people can watch it in Discord, because sometimes they will have VPN problems. So that's what it is. So Hendrik, we are going to try and put it in the Discord at some point, because the game will be starting soon. So for me, I share most of the belief as what you said. I do believe that Puerto Rico, what I saw, Puerto Rico moves the ball a lot better than Jamaica, but that is as what you said. This is that's what you expect from Jamaica. Jamaica is not a passing team, and they're not trying to be a passing team. They're trying to be a speed transition team, and you like that. I think I've come to understand that this is what you're going to expect, and this is what they're going to try and perfect as much as possible. And then maybe in the further of the development, when they can create some of these other units, then that's where they're going to start plug and play these pieces, because Nolan has to be playing a more higher advanced role to get involved. But maybe in the future Jamaica team, he will get a much more deeper line role that he can actually create now. You understand me? But for now, it's not going to be that case. So I can see what you're saying, but I only say I think that Jamaica physicality today will kind of show up a little bit more. But maybe you maybe watch the Puerto Rico team a little bit better than myself, and you think that they can pass around it after a certain period, or maybe early on. If they pass around it within the first 5 minutes, Africans, I think Jamaica is in serious problems. But if I see them struggling early on to pass around it, and Jamaica can win some of the high press balls, I think that will give me more confidence. But if I see them just passing through Jamaica lines, even when they're pressing, I think they're in serious problems, because I know that Jamaica dreads in matches very hard, because that style that you talk about, it jades the legs of the players them extremely fast. That style of football is not really a true definition of football. It jades the player them too fast. And if you have nothing to live off, you can't really survive in the games, in my opinion.
And that's the thing that we've watched countless youth tournaments. The one thing I remember, that one U17 one where we had Rosa Maloof on the girls' side. I remember at the beginning I said, hey, they're here to win the tournament, so they're going to rotate. That's the one thing I'm always concerned about with other teams. Do you build your team deep enough so that when you get to the big game, everyone is fresh? Or did you run your big players for 80 minutes every game, and now come the big game you need, they are effective for the first 35, maybe the last 45, but they don't have the legs to get it done? I think that's always going to be a thing that I'm always concerned about, especially in this region. At the end of the day, the ball will be rolled and we'll see who comes out, but it's always been something I always look out to see kind of what the player minute breakdown is per player and how teams are spreading that load around.
All right. Jason said, that is what I want to see us do, JD. Press them to speed them up. Don't let them get too comfortable. And that's why I'm having this conversation. Go through past here for 80. This could be lights out Ah, wonderful save, wonderful save. But that's a kind of a risk, because it's tough because now you have the advantage of the goal difference,
Hmm.
Africans.
Yeah.
So what would you do? Because now it makes you have to ask a few questions because you're saying that I have the goal difference. They have to come on to me. My best game is the counter attack and use speed transition wide. So it gives me that angle so I can invite them. But if you make them start passing the ball too flowy, they are already in that rhythm, and you can't really stop them from play. So, would you consider giving the instruction to say that let me sit back? That's a tough one, Africans. That's a tough one here.
It's a tough one. I think in these types of situations, I am always the aggressor, right? I would always say, go get the game. Don't try to wait on chances. Go take the game now, and then you can sit back and say, now you need to make sure that they need one more. So make them have to get two, make them have to get three, which means you get one, you get two, you get three. I would say, and I think to Jason's point, I would a press would probably be ideal. I'd say maybe like a mid triggering press, just to take away. If we don't think, I don't know if this arrogance on the pitch will work, but we don't know. In the Jamaican standpoint, we don't know if we trust your center backs to be able to pick the right passes. Well, your center backs can walk it up until the half circle. After that, anytime a pass is going, we're closing it down, and you have to make the best choice there. You need more movement than that. I think that would work better than just. I don't think you should sit back in a low block per se. They have been good disruptively, like they've had active feet, active like getting through passes, and I think that's where I would want to see them go. So probably a mid press, make their center backs have to make those decisions. If they just have to go long all the time, that means you have to win the second ball all the time and then get into space. If you have to recycle, cool. Make them back off. Make them play the entire length of the pitch when they're playing defensively, and when they're offensively, only select where you want them to go. Make them beat you as Make them beat you down the middle, because I think you would believe that you have the athleticism and the physicality to deal with them out wide. That's how I would approach it.
All right, all right. Wouldn't say that I think this group of local players is not bad. I don't look at any of them and wonder, oh, if they made the squad, which is usually what happens with me. I can say that's twofold. I've always told you, if you're going to go any amount of locals over 2 or 3 players, use all of them, because I think that I always believe that what was the problem is not because the overseas guys then weren't better. They were very much better. But the problem is they cannot understand what the other guys are doing. And that is effective. When the next guy can't read off the playbook of the other guys, then it's not going to work. And I've always said, just use all the locals, them stop trying to merge it. I know that they always want to merge it to get the eyeballs on the locals them via using the brand of the overseas. I understand that. That is just you want to make money. But the truth is, if you want better results, you use all of them that knows each other. I think it always work. And then one day, I saw Big Nail. He had a thing, and he said they like to play with each other because they can understand. Obviously, overseas guys are way more technical, but
Mhm.
the camaraderie that they have with each other, it works. So really and truly, that's what we're seeing here. It works.
Mhm. It does work, but then I think that's
What
where,
a miss! Who missed
yeah,
that?
you just saw that too. No, I think where
Oh, Bathsheba missed it.
but I think this is where I would say, and like, because on the Jamaican women's side, there's a lot of conversation about the coach. Your coaching matters in terms of, I'll just say it this way, and hopefully it makes sense. Your ability to connect to all your players as a coach matters as much as your tactics, right? And so if a coach is unable to reach a certain type of player, one of two things needs to happen, right? You either need a coach that can he needs to expand his way to communicate, or you need to find a
Mm-hmm.
coach that can get the players that you want to get in. One of the two things have to happen. You can't keep using that as an excuse.
But
right?
that's the problem, Africa. I understand
And
what you're
and I
saying.
agree, and I agree with
But,
you, and I agree
that's
with
the
you in that
problem,
point. Yeah.
Africans. You're bringing the Canadian logic, which is much more international. That's the problem, you know. As bad as it sounds, you know, Jamaica is still kind of more limited, trying to break out because you guys have much more resources.
Hmm.
So you can't expect, because look, Canada has the luxury of getting all qualified coaches. They have the center prepared for the last 10 and a half years. You understand me? Then they have their scouting. Then they have a better. Remember, Jamaica has to rely on the Concacaf and FIFA money, you know, the 5 million, you know. That's what they build their identity around you. They don't have sponsors. You guys have natural money that goes down for you guys. Because I was reading your thing and I'm saying, oh, this is possible. So that's why Canada is good at football. That's why Mexico is good at football. These guys put down things for the players them. Jamaica don't give the players them nothing at all. It's just the money that they got. So sometimes we are harsh on the JFF, but really and truly, the money that these got other good teams have, this could be 2-0 because it's a one-on-one break. And oh, come on. Oh, it's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty regardless. Is it Dumani they brought down?
I
Yeah, it's
think.
Lumani.
Yeah.
She was going to slap it in the top bins, violently, you know, and so they had to take her down. So
And it's always interesting with that perspective, because if you ask me, and if some of the fans that I'll interact with, they'll be like, there's a joke I have. I'll expose one of my group chats. There's a joke that where we just say Canada is just Jamaica, but in the suburbs. We have the same issues, we have the same problems, but it's just in a different space. Still same
yes,
problems. We'll talk about development. We'll talk about the coaching. We'll talk about where the resources, talent identification. The only difference is, like, we have a Whole Foods. You guys
but
have a No
when you
Frills.
go, when Africans, when you go, remember you're already above Jamaica
Hmm.
in all of the levels, you know. But when you reach that level, you need to step up a next level. So you are complaining about the other level that you
Yeah.
need to go. You understand me? And
Yeah.
that's the
I understand
difference,
you.
which I totally agree. Because you have to remember, you still have Mexico and United States, you know, that has more than you.
Yep.
So you always have something that you're trying to reach towards. But that's why it's good for we to have the communication and you can share some of these things so the Jamaican people can understand, and maybe they can share it to the JFF and show them what is required for people to go to the top, because these things are required, man. These things are mandatory. You don't just pray on the Bible and then you get the result, you know. You have to do something for the result, and it doesn't come by accident. Remember, we are talking about Melchi Dumani. We said she's the best player in the CONCACAF, and it's not because she's on the United States team. We have been saying this for 5 years in Africans.
Yeah.
Maybe it changed a few times because you see some superstar came out of Canada, you know, which they are good, but the big dog, you know.
Listen, I've
Big
told you
dog.
this. Duvernay is number one, but Livy Smith is coming. Okay, she has to stop getting
Well,
concussions, but
Africans,
she's coming. She's coming.
ooh, good chance, Suriname. The leap that Dumane took this year, I don't think anybody, because I think she took Bam Sport. 4 years, Dumane, 3.5 years, they ranked Dumane higher than Bonisha, you know. 3.5 years, you know. I'm talking about which just breakout, you know. So Bam Sport, I'm telling her, blood. She's better than Bonisha today, 100%. I don't even think it's a competition. But they rated her higher than Bonisha from before. Before. No man, you know I'm a baller, but you know, Bamswood, come on, man, bless you. I'm telling man, Bamswood,
Oh, okay,
no,
we're 10 minutes
she's
away
better
from the
than
game, but
Bonisha.
yeah.
She's better than Bonisha, and it's by a good distance. Bonisha is a play finisher, fantastic play finisher, one of the best play finishers in the world. You have to go for my girl in Germany. She retired now. Right? Bonisha and that girl on the same level. What's her name again? The Germany. How can yeah, she was big as well. She plays similar to Bonisha, man. I think she retired last year from international football. Somebody will drop her name in the chat. Yeah,
Oh,
so she's
you
a
mean
play
Hawk?
finisher.
Alex Hawk?
Huh?
Pop from Germany?
Yeah, pop, man, pop, yeah,
Yeah,
pop.
yeah,
So
Pop from Germany.
they
Yeah.
are play finishers. They are play finishers. They still need people to create for them. You understand me? But Dumani
Mhm.
is a play creator and also a play finisher. You understand me? Look how and this is what we were talking about. So she's a complete footballer. Dumani. She's a complete
Yeah.
footballer. And people, this girl, when I saw her playing when she's 15 years old and I saw her, I told people that this is the best football player I've seen as woman. You guys usually tell me that she's a man. To how talented this kid is. I think she never even reached where I thought she would have. I think she should have been the greatest footballer to ever, greatest ladies footballer to ever play football. To how talented with the agility that she had. But obviously, she's up there now in the world football. But I think that if this kid was born in England, Africans, if she was born in England and could have just get that extra buzz to get into those bigger scenes early on,
Well,
we
agreed.
wouldn't be talking about her. She
Think
get
about
her
how
respect, you know.
she does. But I mean, think about how England is treating Ajuman, right? Like when she came onto the pitch and was like, why aren't they playing her? But like, I think, and Ajuman is tough for me because I have to, because the Ghanaian roots, I'm like, yes. And then playing for England, I'm like, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. But like, I think Ajuman has the machine with her. But I think Duvernay is better overall. Duvernay is a better overall player. Who just asked me, who do I think she is better? Yeah, because Warrior X, like, because I look at Bunny Shaw as like the male comparative would be a Lewandowski. To me, and I think that's a fair. If you look for club, she's always been a top finisher, and she's finished her clubs. Even for national team, she's Lewandowski for me. That's how I look at her, both man and woman side for Bunny, and that doesn't take still one of the best strikers in the world, but she's also in an era where we value the world football game values more things than just finishing right now. Right? If this was her 10 years ago, if she
Ooh,
was having
another
her
break
peak 10 years
coming.
ago,
This
she'd be
could
a
be
different.
three. Keeper comes out. Keeper empty goal.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree. And that's people, please. Not because Bonisha is a Jamaican. We're talking about best players in the world. We're not talking about Jamaica or Haiti. We're talking about world level players.
Mhm.
Bonisha is ranked exactly what African says. People want more players to be floating players so they can have
Mhm.
a floating three so nobody can mark them. They like that a lot more. But you still have Erling Haaland that really kind of plays centrally most of the time. He has good speed and everything, but he's much more of the central player. But people
Mhm.
still will like Alvarez a lot more because most people liked Alvarez when he was playing for City than Erling Haaland. You understand?
Mhm.
Because he gives the link up play and also float and also finish as well. So you have to understand where we're coming from. We're talking football blood. All right? Yes. And I knew that she was better than Bonisha a long time now. But Bonisha had the whole heap of goals and everything. But for me, if you guys are watching me, people, from a long time, it never had nothing to do with any country. Remember, this is the player that made them say me an Asian in Afrikaans. This is the
Mhm.
player that made them think that I'm an Asian, you know, because of how I love this player. You know. Well, she vindicated me how much I know about football blood. This player is one of the
Mhm.
best players in the world now. And obviously, she's going to win Concacaf Player of the Year almost every damn year. So,
Oh yeah, I think at this point,
so
there's no one. I don't think anyone on Concacaf who's at her level. The closest would probably be Rodman on a localized in terms of the machine behind them. But what Dumoulin is doing in England, especially at Lyon, I think it's her until the likes of, and realistically, it's until like an Olivia Smith has a
your girl.
consistent big year. Yeah, until she has a year, like
Yeah.
start to finish, it's basically the women's player of the year is a Duvernay Invitational. It's Melchi and everyone else to me.
Yes, agreed. So people, we have the game starting now. Give you some predictions, guys. Give you some predictions. The game will be starting. Let me switch it over now and then put it in the Discord. So for people that has trouble, in people, remember this. I want the day when we can just lovely play talk football, and nobody in their feelings when we talk football, because it's not fair, because it makes you not talk the truth. We are not liars. We want to talk the truth. I think Bonnie will win it. If Man City win the WSL, yeah. But if Dumane wins the French league and go back to the finals of the Champions League, I think she still win it over Bonnie. But both of them have to do something. Bonnie have to win it and get the leading goal scorer 100%, and then they can sway back the ship. Let me try to get the Jamaica game. Where's the Jamaica game? Okay.
It's live on Concacaf YouTube right now. So that's
yes. But I was trying to get it. To start it in the Discord. Yeah. So people, give me some predictions. We have 150 in the house. Massive respect. Give me some predictions, people. Give me some predictions. In the lobby section of the Discord, that's where the game will be. In the lobby section of the Discord, that's where the game will be. I will be watching it there as well. So you can just go straight in the lobby section and it's there. You don't need any VPN. Any VPN or nothing. KP says 3-0. Theodore says 4-2. 4-2. All right, 4-2. Africans, I know you don't want the prediction king. Other people like Jason Guna and those guys, they will fight me about my prediction.
I don't want your crown.
He's fighting for it a long time, around 10 years, and he can't win it, because the Dan Dada has it, But give me a prediction, Big Boss.
I'll do the same thing I did with Canada, Jamaica. I'll say I think if Jamaica wins this, they win this 3-1. All goals on the counter, right? I think if Puerto Rico wins, wow, vindication. What Puerto Rican girl hurt you? Which Puerto Rican girl hurt you, sir? But
guys, put realistic. Not saying it's not real. 16 is not realistic, but let we put something that if the guys achieve it, we can still celebrate them. Because if you put 6-0 and they go and win a hard fought 2-1, which we know that's how maybe close it is by assessing the football, then you come in and cursing. You ever look at it, Africans, like sometimes they put some false expectations on the players them, and then when they don't reach it, they disrespect the players them. You don't believe that?
I think that's where the problem is. If you don't give your opponent credit and then you beat them, you don't get credit for beating them if you didn't give them the credit to begin with. So you gotta always kind of give them the respect so that when you beat them, you can say, "Hey, you did something. We did something here." Right? Unfortunately, because they're so ahead with the goal difference, they can't be like, everyone was doubting us. No, everyone was rooting for you. So you can't have it both. You can't say the team is trash and then when you beat them and say, "Oh, well, but we beat them," like you weren't giving them credit. So what else do you want? But
the current spread is 82-18. 6-0 is realistic. Who betting on these games for the current spread to be 18-82? Jesus Christ! which party have that uptown? Oh God! Omar says 3-1. Nothing less than 4. Maybe them ready for next round. Our professional pro club. Jesus Christ! All right. For me, I am going for a much more realistic scoreline. I am going for 2-1 naturally for Jamaica. And I think because of the 2-1, they can get the 3-1 based off the counter attack. Yes, so I'm going to go with 3-1. If the physicality, Puerto Rico can't deal with it, then I can see where it could get more than 3 goals. But I think that Puerto Rico is not going to feel so bad in the physicality department for it to look one-sided, and that will always cause problem for Jamaican teams because they can play the ball around and jade the legs of the Jamaicans and they can't run anymore. So all of that big amount of goals that they want might not be possible. So I will go with a much more safe 2-1, and then if they get the 2-1, they can excel to 3-1. I could see it go that way.
What happens?
I don't think Puerto Rico is that poor.
what happens if Puerto Rico gets 2 goals quick? Like, let's say it's 20 minutes and it's already 2
Yeah,
nil.
if
Do you
Jamaica, yeah,
trust
if Puerto Rico
to be
scored
able
two
to
goals, there is
grind
no
and
way
get
Jamaica
3?
win the game. No,
Okay.
if because no Puerto Rico can afford to take the risk and pass the ball through Jamaica. You understand me?
No, it's fair.
Yes. So
I'm
I
just scenarios. Yeah. It's a
all
Mexican
right.
ref
Big up,
guy,
big
so
up.
if you want to complain about the refs, you know where to go. Okay, if you want to go there. Um,
All
so
right. So it's about to kick off now, guys. It's about to kick off. Please do smash the like button, guys. Oh, he was looking at this and says 82 spread, 82 spread. To say that that's where he's using to bet 6-0. But I think that Sofa Score don't really watch the games them as ourselves. I don't think they're that bad. Don't disrespect the other team. They can pass football, and they have things that Jamaica doesn't have, none at all. Puerto Rico goes long over the top. First ball goes back to Puerto Rico. Jamaica clears it. It's back to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico resets. Jamaica tried to high press them up the field, and I think Jamaica won it. No, Puerto Rico won the throw in.
Puerto
Puerto
Rico
Rico
throw.
resets to the back line. Jamaica trying to get closer to the space, but Puerto Rico seems to gauge themselves better and get much more space. And Jamaica drops back in the mid block. Now they're going to try and advance. And Puerto Rico goes over the top, won the first ball, and Puerto Rico is on the break, goes wide. Jamaica is trying to chop back. Okay, all right. Let me watch a sequence, Africans, because Puerto Rico seems to actually pass Jamaica very easily, even in the year.
But that's the thing, and I think them stretching out that much exposes their midfield too much. I don't think they should press
Jamaica
full
need to
length with
keep it compact. Yes, keep it compact because it seems like keep it compact. Yeah, because that stretch just a while ago. Puerto Rico passed it way too easy.
Mm-hmm. And especially off of long balls, you're just basically giving up them winning the second ball, which then,
Or if they're pressing Africans, they need to come up the pitch. So the defender need to stay back too deep.
Yes.
Yes, so don't give them the gap in between. Yeah. All right, so Jamaica back on the ball now. Reset to the goalkeeper.
Theodore, there should be a Discord link for you somewhere in the chat.
Africans, did I post it in the chat so I can pin it?
Perfect. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, let me try and get it up so I can pin it. All right, people, sorry about that because we're so caught up in it. We are trying to pin it. I did post I did start the game and it's there. Jamaica trying to back pass and had to clear their lines and went over the top and it's a throw in. But they're trying to hold on to the ball. Both sequence just a while ago. Both teams showcase what they have. Puerto Rico already look a little bit comfortable, even when Jamaica pressing them, which that's what we never wanted. That's what we never wanted. For them to look good when they're pressing. Puerto Rico played through the middle, goes over the top, right hand side. Jamaica trying to close down, but Puerto Rico got onto the ball. Puerto Rico squares up. Let's see. Jamaica trying to outnumber them. Puerto Rico works through the space. All right, Jamaica exerting too much energy, and that's a foul. That's a foul.
JD, this is the wrong tactic. They are going to get punished if
they're exerting too much energy here. And Puerto Rico not exerting so much, and that's what we wanted not to happen. Stay compact as best as possible. Let them build themselves up because you saw that they can pass the ball. And that's what we said. Once you saw that they can pass through you, then they stop trying to expand. Jamaica still trying to do the same thing, even when they are passing through Jamaica. All right, Jamaica trying to press here. Puerto Rico resets back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper on his line, chips it over the keeper's head, over the player's head, went outside. So good press in the end. Jamaica goes early through. Referee calls it back. All right, let me pin the link, people. Sorry about that. We can't get caught up into you guys not seeing the game. I'm very sorry. So go into the Discord, and then go to the lobby section of the Discord, and the game is live here. Yes. So people, good game so far. Only thing I'm saying that Jamaica kind of look disjointed because they're trying to rush. The forward trying to rush, but the midfield not catching up with them. Jamaica on the ball now, try to play it through the middle, put it over the top here, and the player got in behind. I think it was Nolan got behind.
Yeah.
Yes, he tried there, but it's kind of still not as comfortable. But good try there from Jamaica.
They are.
It was Nolan tried to put it over the top, and the number 7 got in behind and tried to get onto it, but he couldn't get a foot onto it, and he pretty much fell down. And it's back to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico passing through the back there, not kicking away the ball, none at all. Jamaica coming high at the pitch. So Jamaica has to win these balls. Jamaica failed to win the ball. Puerto Rico advancing over the top. Jamaica has 2 at the back. Good control here from the defender. Played through the middle here, bad passing from the defender, but it's back to Puerto Rico in a tight space. Let me see if they can pass out through that space. And it's a clearance from Jamaica and a throw-in from Puerto Rico deep in Jamaica's half. All right, that was some lovely football from us. Okay, wouldn't like that play right there. Kind of still never look as clean as how Puerto Rico had the ball on the ground. So maybe they need to keep the ball on the ground a little bit more. The flick on from Nolan is good. But I would say that the other ones them caused too much problems. So when Nolan got it, he was already uncomfortable, and that's why balance in football is essential here. You know. All right, so Jamaica trying to play from the back, goes over the top, and lost it back to Puerto Rico. But good press here from Jamaica to nip it back up. But Puerto Rico tracking back down Jamaica. Jamaica got away inside the box, tried to whip it across, and nobody is there. But good work there from that player. I don't know exactly who he is. I will give you information as soon as he comes in. All right, and Jamaica pressed and got back the ball. So this is the best sequence from Jamaica. Still kind of erratic, to be honest. I need to calm down.
JD, it is erratic.
I know that's what they want, you know. I know that's what they want, but I think they need to calm down because they're the one in the advantage position. So you have to be careful.
No, exactly.
Entries.
They're not playing like it. Like there's a degree where you like them trying to get the goal, but they are stretching their line so much that they're not giving themselves a chance to win the second ball. Like it's going to bite them.
All right, so Jamaica start out with a high intensity. Puerto Rico can pass out from Jamaica. Jamaica kind of struggled to pass out from Puerto Rico, but Jamaica had some good presses just a while ago. But they're still not under control when they have the ball. And that is my biggest problem with Jamaica's teams. They seem to never under control. If they can clear up that, you can get back into this game a little bit better for me. But so far, I would say that Puerto Rico kind of have the advantage with the passing. They are getting a little bit more comfortable, and Jamaica pressing them while they are getting more comfortable. So Jamaica need to nip off a few more balls so they can get out of that comfort zone. I think they are a little bit too comfortable at this point. Let me know, people, if you agree with me. Puerto Rico look a little bit too comfortable, in my opinion. Jamaica got one nip off the ball in the whole time in 7 minutes. So they need more of that. All right. That's expected from Puerto Rico to put JA on the back foot. All right, so Puerto Rico work the right hand side, resets it back to center back, and Jamaica tried to close them down, but they keep finding the extra pass. Jamaica still eye pressing, Puerto Rico still passing, and Jamaica committed another foul. All right, calm down on the foul. Referee warning him. Calm down on the foul. And it's just body movements, Africans. They're just moving. And
I don't think they're winning this. If playing like this, I don't think they win this playing like this.
I think, they need to change attitude. All right, Jamaica intercept.
And then watch them
intercept. But after intercepting it, poor control, it slows him down and he has to reset the play. But good pressure there from Jamaica right there. And now they have the ball. They're going to reset at the back. Let's see now. Just pass it to the immediate guy beside you. All right, he works it to the right-hand side. Goes over to the right-hand side. Gets into the half of Puerto Rico. Try to go down to the byline. Works it inside. He turns straight into traffic. Gave it straight back to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is on the break now. Jamaica tried to close down. And Puerto Rico... Jamaica intercepts in the end because I thought it was a foul and the referee continued the play, but Jamaica intercepts it. So Jamaica is back on the ball now. All right. But I don't like the amount of pressure they're exerting. And see one of the Jamaicans them don't know. This is
They're
nobody tackle him, you know. He went in for the tackle, you know. He went in for the tackle.
Yeah.
He went in for the tackle and injured himself. You see what I'm talking about, man?
This is
just calm down, build yourself in the game. It's good for your muscles as well.
You shouldn't be this man. Okay, you know what? Let this game fit. Let's get the half, because I already have a halftime script.
Somebody call them and let them know that once they finish the game 0-0, they still qualify. All right. So just take your time, build yourself in the game. Take your time, build yourself in the game. All right. So Jamaica is starting from the back now. Let's see. Build yourself in the game. Let them have to come to you at some point. Stop this bulldozery thing, because they are not going for it. They look like they have enough. They have enough to push, repel that style that Jamaica is trying to force onto them. They are not afraid of Jamaica at all. So use a different strategy. Work your football in IQ. All right, Puerto Rico, pass it out to the press. Try to go centrally, flipped it through the middle, and it went through to Jamaica's centre back. Jamaica will build from the back line, works it over to the left back position. Can't really get in the space, so he has to reset. Lovely. Keep the ball, let them come out of their comfort zone, and then you create something.
Yes.
We can still win because 1v1 in space. They can get run past athletically. Yes. That's what I saw. Wunon. But you have to have the ball. And the good thing that Puerto Rico is doing is working the ball. When they have it. Now it's Jamaica's turn. Jamaica not really pushing it up as yet, but I like that. Still force them to come back for it. A bad pass here from Jamaica pushed it back a little, so they made little advancement and had to go back. And nobody is close to the ball. It's just a poor back pass. I don't know if it's a wind. Don't know the wind condition there, because maybe it's a wind or something. Jamaica tried to play through the middle. Resets it back. Lovely. This is the best sequence I've seen from Jamaica so far. Work it to the right-hand side. He's going to try and whip it in. And I think it's blocked.
Set piece.
And Jamaica should be winning a corner from this. So you see it? That is the best sequence from Jamaica just a while ago. Let's work the ball. Stop with this bunch of what. And that's why Africans, I can't agree with this wild football. I think this is much better when they put the ball down and work it. Whip it in centrally, and I don't know who got onto the first ball. I think they're saying that Jamaica got onto the first ball.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a throw for Puerto Rico. But much better from Jamaica. Much better from Jamaica. That's what they need to do. You are in the driving seat. You have to play more educated. You playing like that, run straight into their hands. Our free kick for Jamaica here, because of a bridge on the left-hand side. How much minutes? 30 minutes in the game. Damn.
This has been the longest 12 minutes of my life.
Yeah, really?
No. I've just been looking in. I've been aghast the whole time.
All right. Jamaica coming on the right-hand side. Cuts in. Please don't take the strike. Wonderful control here, Jamaica inside the box. Let's see. Oh, he lost it. All right, and Puerto Rico got it clipped and it's outside for a what? Is it a throw-in for Jamaica?
Yeah,
it should be. Yes, a throw-in for Jamaica. And maybe they're going to attempt the long throw to use size to see. But the size difference is not so much big in Africans. Normally, we would have been bigger than them, but they look big as well. Are they American?
Puerto Ricans? Yeah, they have. Puerto Ricans have been doing a good job getting into like the MLS academies and some of the USL academies as well. So they're very good on their recruitment. Yeah.
They don't look short. Clearance here for Puerto Rico. Jamaica is on the halfway line, so
and this is where they have to show that they're better. Movement. Like you can go center back to center back, but you need midfielders to flash. You need wingers to go into space. You need your strikers to show and to build off. That was a nice cross, very nice cross, but well done.
Good
Like
try
they
there
need,
from Jamaica. Good try
yeah,
there from Jamaica.
they need better movement when they're building. Today, we're gonna see if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can do that.
but
They
let's
can't
see if
just
they can
attack everything.
gradually. They can gradually, because I think they're calming down now. They look much more better. Like maybe they
Mhm.
realize that a few passes go through. They got a little bit more confident because maybe they thought that they could make the passes. Yes, so maybe that's the problem. But
Mhm.
much better from Jamaica. They're making a few more passes now. Not as clear, agreed with Africans, but at least they're putting in some more passes and moving. You know.
Yes, yes, Kingsley. Win
Yes,
or draw for
if they
Jamaica.
draw, Kingsley, if they draw, it's okay. If they draw, it's okay. I missed that play just a while ago. What took place just a while ago?
Cross dealt with by the defender, so we got another corner coming for Jamaica.
Another corner coming in for Jamaica. Off a cross. I never really saw it, so I couldn't
Yeah.
really explain to you because I was paying attention to the comment section.
Mhm.
That number 2 is very composed. Yes, the number 2, yeah, I really like the player. He's a good player. Yes. Today there is not much space, so we will find out which of our players are the best. Okay, so you're looking for the more technical ones. Them, all right, one. Lovely. Let's see if Jamaica can get it on the penalty spot. All right, good ball inside. Keeper comes out. Keeper punches it. Let's see. Jamaica got it back on the midfield. At the edge of the midfield third. He's going to go whip it in. That's a good ball to the back stick. What a terrible back header, man. And he assisted the Puerto Rico guy. But good. Luckily, Jamaica had one back. That's a terrible header just a while ago. I'm satisfied with this team. Win or draw. Jamil, all right, Jamil, massive
All right.
respect for that. And as what we said, you're looking a little better. Just a while ago, I don't know who got that empty header. Can we see who got that empty header and then edited it back? He just edited it back to the Puerto Rican player. All right, Jamaica is on the break, and he's going to take a shot. The shot was blocked, but it was literally on the 18-yard, the top of the 18-yard box. Number 2, again, I think that is the Netherlands dude. He seems to be technical and also athletic at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
we were impressed with him in the last game. He's definitely showing out today. Give you a good one on the penalty spot. This is a good one to the back stick. No, that's an over it pass, and it's going to be a throw-in. But good spell. This is the best spell for Jamaica. Regardless of, I think some of them still spoil it, but some of them showcase that they can hold on to the ball. Number 2, definitely. Yes, number 2 is very good, man. Number 2, he looks like the best, most technical player out there. And it's interception again. Puerto Rico works it inside. Jamaica intercepts. Let's see. Reset it. Don't. Oh, why you have to force it forward, man? And you run the complication. The complication sometimes also is special. We could just reset it back, and then you move, The guy hold on to the play too long. All right, and this is in Puerto Rico intercepts. Puerto Rico is on the ball, still on the ball. Jamaica. He's going to give a foul because the guy was kicking him. Yeah. So it's going to be Puerto Rico foul. Jamaica lost it. But it's a good spell for Jamaica, though. Good spell for Jamaica.
It was a good spell, but it feels like a team that puts together 7 good passes in a row, and then the one person's just like, okay, that's it. I'm taking a shot for no reason. Like they need to be more composed in this moment, because if not, they will run themselves out of position and leave themselves open. They could athletically get away with it, but they need to be a lot more patient here.
Puerto Rico gets over the top. And the good thing, Puerto Rico doesn't get any shots off as yet.
Yes.
So that's a good one. They have not gotten any corners off as yet, so that's also a good one. But we saw them as a team, as in, like, they are not trying to squander the opportunity. They're trying to build into the opportunity. As to what you're saying, the opposite of what Jamaica doing is that they're rushing it a lot. Even just a while ago, when he had to just reset the ball and he just turned into the traffic, tried to spin after going into the traffic, it was just like, bro, just do the simple thing, So Puerto Rico here on the ball, Jamaica close marking them. Still don't really like this style though, but that's what they're working with. So we support it.
Because
See how
the
long it
switch is
lasts.
easily
20
there.
minutes it's working. We playing regular Jamaica ball and not technical team. No, this is a technical team, Jamil. Puerto Rico is a technical team. Because see Jamaica trying to close down and Puerto Rico just passing the ball around them. They are technical, man. Jamaica just have their spells because even technical teams, you're going to have a spell. Look at that. Look at the old Puerto Rico passing the ball around Jamaica with relative ease.
Yeah.
So you can't say they are not technical. They are technical, man.
No,
They
I
need
got
to
you,
fix
Jamie.
the
I
clock.
got you.
All right, through the middle here, Jamaica
yeah.
still eye pressing. Jamaica still eye pressing. 20 minutes in the game. Jamaica I would consider that Jamaica got the shots them off, or at least look like the more dangerous team as it relates to getting off some shots. But Puerto Rico doesn't look like they're out of it. They look much more composed, better on the ball, and look like they will be in control if they do have a shot. But they credit to Jamaica, they have not given them a shot as yet. A Jamaican player is down. I think it should be the captain. Why? You're going to injure yourself, man. Okay. What happened? So he's down.
Still down. He's still down, yeah.
Okay. It looked like he's okay. As in Jamaicans. Okay, Jamil said so you're all right with this, what they're doing? Okay, fair enough. But remember, Africans is not Jamaican, you know, so he may be used to something different. So if he's giving his perspective, you have to just understand that, yeah, other people look at it a little bit different. He doesn't know the Jamaican style, Jamil, you know? Doesn't know the Jamaican style. Bust the net, you know? He can translate it though.
the most difficult Jamaican shot ever.
Yes,
no, but
bust the net, you know? Yeah.
I think this game, right? They shouldn't be pressing that high. They should not be pressing that high.
Soon as it gets difficult, people start cavaliering up in space. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing.
Okay, Jamil.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Africans. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but this is the thing. Whereas Puerto Rico throws it in, like Puerto Rico can get them chasing, and when they get chasing, that's when the spaces are there, and a Puerto Rican side can pass through. We're waiting for the first shot on frame, but we'll see. But they need to be careful not to chase, because right now they look like they're just chasing and they're going to run themselves out of position.
And it looked like Puerto Rico willing to pass at 35 minutes because they know that Jamaica can't contain this. Like they can't continue with this running up and down foolishness, you know. Yeah. So they are willing to pass the ball without taking any shot, because they could have blasted shots, you know, multiple times, you know, within within a certain frame, you know, but they are not wasting it.
Mm-hmm. And then they wasted that. But that's enough.
They wasted that one forward, yeah.
But like that, how Jamaica's defending, that's where I think they should be. Maybe a little bit further up, but don't stretch it any more than that.
Yes,
they'll come to you. You turn them over. Transition. You have 3 transition goals waiting for you if you play like this. If you play like you started the game, you're losing this game.
Yeah, I agreed. Yeah, so stay right there. Keep it tight and then break off it, and then keep passing and moving. All right, wonderful. Jamaica starts on the back, then goes long. Puerto Rico intercepts, and Jamaica lost the ball. So there is no reason for you to go. So Big Boss, I guess they are not listening to us, you know. They are waiting until we run out. Yes, that's what the Uptown. I think everybody clearly saw that. They're just moving the ball and saying, "Okay, you're going to run the whole time. We're going to give it a little time." Fall Jamaica, Puerto Rico.
At this rate, it'll be the 35th minute, not the 65th.
Yeah, Jamaica need a goal, so they cannot actually sit back, because They ain't playing to the coach can't give them the 6 instruction to be playing the side. Puerto Rico breaking, good defending there from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You can push up and press,
Agreed.
but the whole team, yes, but that's what Africans saying. They are pressing with the space, and then Puerto Rico getting into the space.
Mm-hmm.
So once they press, they come up on the press. I'm okay with that because they have the speed to recover at the back. All right, so Jamaica building, take your time now, take your time, build into it. Push now, yes, and work it around. Let them have to come for it. Let them know that you know that if you don't score, you don't win this game, blood. So you have to come for it. Mm-hmm. And then the space will open. All right, so Jamaica playing with it around the back. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Lovely. Come for it. Yes, come for it. Yes. Don't turn into traffic. Just play it back to the guy, and then now your other center back can push it into the triangle. The guy run back to the end of the triangle. Yo, some of these players are ball hogs, you know. The guy, that space was the space for the defender to run into, you know. The guy give the ball and run back into the space, so the defender has no space to progress.
I cannot. I cannot.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. Jamaica still on the ball. Puerto Rico dropping off. No. All right, wonderful. That's the space. Look how easy. Midfielder just move out of the damn way and stop the football being so difficult. Mm-hmm. Because he moves out of the way, and look how easily the defender goes up and close the angles, and then now he can make a diagonal pass here and a diagonal pass there. That's how football works. You have to play for everyone, you know?
And then
Jamaica whips it in centrally over it, but that is still better.
Because it's better.
Now you close in the space and be compact now.
It's better, but it's 17 passes and then a shot for some reason. So I'll take the progress, but just more of that, guys. More of that.
So 0-0 guys after 27 minutes, but it looks like a promising game. Puerto Rico definitely showcased that they are exactly what we expected from them. A passing team. They are not looking to rush anything. They are building themselves in the game, trying to drain the legs of Jamaica. So don't be fooled that they don't have any shot. They chose to not rush any shots and take any big long shots. They are trying to get into Jamaica's box, but they are going to wait gradually to get there. It's up to Jamaica, not dropping in energy, because once they can get into the box once, they are going to get into it the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That's how the flow of these things works. So Jamaica have to keep their energy up. Yeah. So hope the coach have a good plan. All right. So Jamaica building. All right. Jamaica working to the right-hand side. Not so much space and forced it into the space. And pretty much lost the ball in the end. And it's cleared and back to Jamaica on the halfway. We'll just work it. Try to go over the top. First ball cleared. And then an unnecessary foul there from Jamaica. That's the first poor play from our number 2. It's a very good player, but that. And he looked like he was going for the header. Mm-hmm. This is tight, you know, Africans. Yeah, I tell you, Jamaica can't just make my night just feel good. Jesus Christ, a person at the back here, and referee did not call anything.
So another
and Jamaica went down too early. They're going to give a throw in or a corner. So this is the first one for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he went down. No, he tripped on his own feet.
Oh my God. He tried to get it back to his center back. He tried to get it back to his center back.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a corner for Puerto Rico now, guys. Corner for Puerto Rico. Let's see how Jamaica deals with this. This is the first one. And I thought that was self-inflicted, to be honest.
Yeah.
So let's see if Jamaica can deal with this one good enough.
Wait, no,
all right,
no
Puerto
corner.
Rico.
Redo, because someone just threw the ball back onto the pitch for some reason. Who did that?
Okay, so it's 2 ball. Oh my God. Oh. Who did that?
Was that them? I
Where
hope
this
that
is going
wasn't
on?
them. I hope
Is
that
it Puerto
wasn't
Rico
them.
did that?
Why would Puerto Rico throw the ball when they're about to shoot a corner?
So it's a Jamaica team, Jamaica player did it?
Or one of the ball boys. I'm not sure who, but it just came on.
Okay.
Yeah, they're doing the flying run. I see. All right.
Please deal with this. Deal with this, Jamaica. All right. So they're coming back. He's a second corner, people. He goes to the early post and it's flick on. So it was. Hold on. Someone got onto that. Hold on. Let me see that replay. One of the Puerto Rico guys got onto it, but he can't get the flick on. But that's all right. Judge, I can't watch a game. Theodore, the game is in the Discord. The Discord link is pinned at the top. Yeah. You can just click it and go into the lobby section, and it's there. We are watching it. We are literally watching it from there. Oh, the ball boy, Michael. Okay.
Thank you. Because it just came out of nowhere, and I was just like, I don't understand why you think this helps you.
All right, Jamaica trying. What? Throwing you for Jamaica.
Foul at the edge. Foul at the edge. Yeah,
and
that's on the player. That
a foul at edge, but
if you're 19, you don't have that's all on 19 on Puerto Rico. Like you lose the ball and then you sulk and then they go quick and now you're running. You almost give a penalty. Like short memory move. You have to have a short memory here. Yeah, and in Canada too. But in Jamaica, you'll need a VPN. It looks like they scored. Looks like they got one.
All right. Let's see.
And I think it's right here.
All right, number 10 over it and number 18 over it.
Oh, short corner. Okay.
Oh, directly from the free kick. 1-0, 1-0 Jamaica. Number 10 scored. Directly from the free kick. So that's a good I never expected, but the angle was there for it. Right? The angle was there for it. So that's a good shot. Wonderful.
Oh, that is.
Hold
tight.
on. So he pushed it. Oh, hold on. Okay. Now when I see it again, oh God. I thought the angle was there for it. The angle wasn't there for it. Yeah, that's a poor goalkeeping. The angle was not there for it. That's a poor goalkeeping.
Ball move, but then also,
yes, that's poor goalkeeping, but that is good from the striker. You credit the striker. He puts it there. The goalkeeper should have stopped it, but no. Listen, that's a good shot. A very good shot. Very good shot. The goalkeeper should have done better and maybe deal with it easily, but that's a good shot. Wonderful shot. Credit to you taking on that, because maybe I wouldn't have took that on. But yeah, because I thought he would have laid it off,
Yeah.
Issa said that's a damn good free kick. It's a good goal. But it would have normally saved. It would have normally saved Issa. If you're more alert as a goalkeeper, that's what the above comments saying that the goalkeeper made a shocker. But I think it's a good goal. That's what I said, Issa. But I can see where people said the goalkeeper made an error because it's at your first post, Issa, and you're a football player. Your first post. You shouldn't concede goals like that.
I think properties for Jamaica. I think that's how I feel. Great shot, but as a goalkeeper, you can't give up. And I'm a goalkeeper. You can't give up.
I will take it. I will take it. I will take it because it's a goal for Jamaica, so I will take it. But I totally agree with that it's poor from the goalkeeper. But it's a good shot to go with good pace. And if you're poor, you're gonna be exposed. The wall was the problem, Dale says. So Dale said he's blaming the wall. Okay. Well, every African say he's giving the goalkeeper the blame, Imax, no man. It's an excellent goal. Give credit. Hold on, Dalton. Africans, what I didn't I say it's a good goal?
You did say it was a good goal.
It's other people said that they know it's an error from the goalkeeper, and I said yes, I understand, but I still think it's credit to him that took the shot in the first place. You know, so I don't understand why you come at me. What is the problem, bro? This is a channel of football in the blood, not man feelings in the blood. All right. Come on, man.
Put someone taller on the post next time, okay? Because he had the level there. As a goal, like I'm getting into my goalie feels right now. I'm like, why is that player on the post? Like, get the 6'3" guy on the post, please, and thank you.
Yes, I don't know why people can get into them feelings blood. That's why I don't really like cover Jamaica games, man. Because it's like you can't bring anybody or you can't talk objectively. People commenting in the chat and I am responding to comments. And this man just he fixated on me. Blood, I said it's a good goal. I can't make up lies. How much more stories I need to tell you? Everybody knows football. The man said he's a goalkeeper and he thinks that it's an error. That's all. I never said it. Oh my God, I never said nothing. This dude attacked me.
See, so back to the game now. They need to draw Puerto Rico a little bit out, and they'll have all the space to run that they want. Because right now, Puerto Rico are one goal down with about 50 minutes left. You still have time, but if you're Jamaica, you need to stretch them out a little bit more so you can find the spaces so you can run a bit. But hey, them being patient from the 20 minutes, they've looked better. They have looked better.
Jamaica college student, that okay, so that's why it's a Ross goal. Once it's a Ross goal, but it makes sure to tell you where he comes from. So why couldn't just be a Jamaican player? Why you have to tell me that he comes from Jamaica College? You know, yeah, man, tribal body, man. Oh my God! All right, so Jamaica had the ball for a good while there and moving it around. Which I like that. Obviously, they weren't going as much places, but that's what they need. You're already 1-0 up, kill time to bring them out and then exploit the spaces, you know? The keeper never expected it and adjust it. Jamil, thank you very much. And that's what I was pretty much saying. But that still means it's a keeper error at the same time. But the player put it there and he never expected it.
Nice header.
All things can be true.
Good save.
You know? We pin here, good see, good see. A little bit soft.
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos type of goal. Rabbies. Well, Africans, I am not pronouncing it. No. Roberto Carlos goal, brother. Bend the laws of physics, blood. All right, relax.
We saw it take a right turn at this that goal. But still, we're waiting, man. Just draw them out. Yes, be patient with this.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, and I love that. Back. So maybe they wanted the goal. So maybe they wanted the goal. So let me see what they do from this point.
Make them come out, but highline them, yes. There you go. See, like, how Puerto Rico are stepping up?
Mm-hmm.
But then they're bringing the line with them. Yes, that's what I wanted Jamaica to do, and they're going to have to do probably come the second half.
All right, throw in here. And I think that's a foul committed by Jamaica as well. Number 6, a little in the face, you know. Cause that's where the class lives. Okay, so Africans, it's not Jamaica where the class lives. It's in JC, the class lives, African.
Hey,
JC is in Jamaica.
Is living a time, okay? So
JC in Jamaica in the blood. And the man only want to tell us,
nice ball, but too heavy. Good idea, but too heavy for Puerto Rico. But
yeah. The Jamaica gave up. That's a big error, you know. If he just wait the ball right, you know, he's in on goal. That's kind of an error from Jamaica there. So
if that's on grass, he probably doesn't have as much speed to it. And I'm not making excuses, but I would just love all these to be played on grass, just so you can get the weighting down.
All right, so Jamaica has more of the ball, and I think they're controlling the tempo a lot more, which I like. Remember, guys, to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. And remember, guys, I am Jamaican born, but I am a very much objective person. All right, in the full world, you know. So, and obviously, Africans, I do assume that Africans is the same. So just understand that you're getting a different taste of how people you might perceive people to be. All right, if you're new on this channel, which I would be surprised if you're new on my channel. I've been here so long. Yeah, for a long time. So you have to just understand. Yeah. PR like them surrender? No, I don't
I don't
think so.
think
I
they've
don't think so. I
surrendered,
think
but I don't think
they're
it's
already.
time. Yeah,
I
I
think they
don't
are
think.
making sure they gave up the goal, which they never wanted, and they're playing intelligently. They're not just wildly, deal. Maybe that kind of show you who you are and how you view it. They gave up a goal which they never wanted to give up Africans.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to do is to build yourself back into the game. It's not to rush out when you have so much time on the clock. Remember,
Agreed. And
you just need to win the game 2-1, It's not 55 love.
yeah, they don't need to chase yet. I think if they can
And
stay
then concede
composed
again.
here, yeah. And so I think for them,
So,
that's the thing. Take their time. They don't have to start really chasing and high pressing until I'd say probably the 60th minute of this game. As
yes,
long as the
I
pace warmed up.
totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that. Just keep it under control, jade the legs of Jamaica as best as possible. And if you get a chance, you take the chance, yes. But if you don't, you just take your time. Good interception here from Jamaica. Let's see. Control on top of the box. Don't lose it, Don't lose it. Reset it. All right. Work it to the right hand side. He pushed it over to the box. He's
Oh,
gonna whip it
nice
in.
low
Goes to the
cross.
goalkeeper. Yeah, I think that's decent. It's the number 2 again.
Yeah.
He's solid in this game. I think he only made one error, and that was a foul that he committed. And I thought he never saw him. He was just trying to go for the aerial ball.
Puerto Rico, they can't keep trying to build out like this, especially with Jamaica holding them. They've
Okay, it's a
given you the
foul.
space.
It's a
Yeah.
foul. They gave
Yeah.
a foul
A
for
free
it.
kick. And this is where like a team's tendency is gonna haunt them. Puerto Rico should just go over the top here because they've been winning the second ball off of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So I know you want to build up, but this is where you need to go direct more because now you're sitting right into their. They know
And
where you're going to build
give
out.
it back to Jamaica. Yeah.
Yeah,
So and Jamaica going high, and they don't have 24 players. So, but maybe they have that plan. But I think you have to take the moment. This could be 2-0 for Jamaica. I think he's in offside position.
offsides. Yeah.
Right back is our best player. Yes, he has different level plays. To be honest, he's the most lively, the more controlled one, just
Yeah.
so far. But give it a little time, you will see more come to light. Now they're on the ball, so we can see more of them. Georgina, the game ain't finished as yet, but Jamaica leading and in a good position. What kind of poor out pass is that? Why are they? All right, so Jamaica gets onto the ball, will take a shot, and it's saved. So pretty much Puerto Rico gave the ball to Jamaica just a while ago because they are trying to play out, as what Africans said, they are not going over the top. They are going to keep the ball as long as possible. No, he went long. Let me see if Jamaica get the first ball. Puerto Rico got the first ball, flicked over to the right-hand side, and they won the throw-in. So Africans might be right. Every time they go long, they won the ball. But
Yeah.
I guess that's not their style. That's not their style.
No.
So they are not. They ain't going over the top unless it's fully. They feel like it's necessary.
Agreed. And they're again, this is a team that's going to play a certain way. And I think that might come back to bite them the same way that we were saying in the first 20 minutes. If Jamaica keeps it at pedal to the metal, they're going to run themselves out. But they've been a lot better composed. And I think that's helped them in getting these opportunities.
All right, so Jamaica building from the back, works it to the left and right, left and high side. Resets. That's what I want. More resets so you can draw them out of position. Yes, SC, yes, they're playing much better. Jamaica tried to take on 1, 2, 3, 4 players, try to run into the box, and the ball is cleared.
In a push foul there, yeah.
What you guys make of these big runs and try to kick it past 3, 4 players? Are you okay with that? Like you like that? Like if you're playing as a footballer, would you like that? Because I don't think it's necessary. Like it's unnecessary. Like you have 4 or 5 passes and you just decide that you're gonna kick it around everybody and try to run around everybody. Then your teammate might not reach there. You know, I don't really like it. Not like if it's an isolated moment, it's okay for you to do that, but not when 4 of your teammates them there. It doesn't seem nice to me. And look at that now. You give away the ball. I know it's Puerto Rico. Obviously, they're not in a dominant position, but that could have turned out to something that you never need to give away, you know, in my opinion.
We'll say it when we get to halftime because I think there's points for them where they need to speed up, but Puerto Rico needs to turn up the urgency, and that plays into, I think, the traits that Jamaica has. So
over the top here, Jamaica. And poor control there. Yeah. But number 10 solid, he's solid so far, but I think that sometimes the one-on-one unnecessary over the, you know, like play as a team a little bit more, be a little more team orientated, and you're not going to exert so much energy and you're going to stay in the game a little bit longer. Yeah, that's all I want from them. I think sometimes you're just trying to look for the ice, like you're looking for the glory, and it's a whole team, you know. What agree, JD, players need to know. Yes, I think isolated moments when you have no choice, I have no problem with that. But not have 4 passes, then you just do that. And obviously in Jamaica you would have gotten a real, because that's a big baller style. But I don't think it really translates in football, in real life football.
12's got to be careful because
Dalton is not about long ball. It's not about long ball, Dalton. I said one player. Listen good, Dalton. I said what the player just did. He had 2 options to pass it, and then midfield could create something, and he decided that he's going to kick the ball away and try to run around everyone. And now all of his teammates them left against 4 players. I'm just saying that that is not productive for a team-orientated style. Listen to what I said. Because it look like you're looking to fight me. You have not heard what I said.
All right, halftime is
so here. It's halftime. Let me see if I can get some stats on this thing. Because Concacaf not doing a good job at all with the stats at all.
No, they are not. Apparently, they only care about the big games. Championship round only, nothing else.
Yes, they are not even giving any stats at all. But I would say that I don't think they have only the glancing header shot they have, which is from the corner. They never really created. They had good moments, but it's only me and you saw those moments, like the 1-2 that he passed and it goes a little bit higher. And if it had stayed on the ground, Jamaica pretty much got carved open. So that would have been a good entry pass. So they had good entries, but they never did much with it. You understand me? And Jamaica did much with what they had in the half. They had the number 2. I would say the number 2 would be the best player so far. His level, his intelligence, his ability to slow the game down. I think he was one of them that dragged back the number 10. And the number 10 and the number 2 are the ones that kind of drag back the game to Jamaica, where in which they kind of keep the ball in their half, push to one side of the umbrella, then invite the defender to push into midfield. So what you do, you kind of you kind of close your team in, so you have a cohesive unit there. And that's where you create the space. Because sometimes you think that when you close it in, you don't have any space, but that's where the space came from. And all of those spaces are going to be isolated spaces where you can whip the ball in, one, like you don't have to do anything more. You don't have to think about anything when you work it wide, because now everyone is clustered. So that's what they did, and Jamaica got more space in the game. We were asking for that from day one because they were stretched out, and Puerto Rico gets over the top and won the first balls and get in between, and it would have caused a little bit of problem. So credit to Jamaica, they pressed a little bit higher, but their standalone presses wasn't good. Weren't good, but when they press as a cohesive unit, it works better. That's what I saw so far.
No, I agree. And I think when you look at the game, I mean, some of the stats that we can find for it, 62 to 38 possession for Jamaica. If Jamaica sees this out, this will be their most professional. And by professional, I mean they manage the game well. I think the first 10, 15 minutes of this game, they were pressing too high. And Puerto Rico, if they had a better connecting in their final third, I think that would have helped them a lot. But Jamaica right now are seeing this game out, being patient. And I think if they do that, that gives them the opportunity to really move through and see what they can do. And I've liked that from Jamaica. And I think that's something that's a nice little, if they can get that done against a team like Puerto Rico, I think that would be great. I think on the Puerto Rican side, urgency needs to start. And I would probably say they need to be a little bit more dynamic up top, just based off the game that they need to play. Because I think Jamaica is going to try to push. If I'm Jamaica, again, go back to Jamaica, everything on the right-hand side. Number two, they're two, that right back. I think that's your best cross, both on the ground and in the air. I think he's a good distributor. I think for them, you have to look at it that way. The free kick goal, good shot as a goalkeeper. I'm annoyed that the post didn't get it. And then as a goalkeeper, he didn't expect it because that angle was there but wasn't there. So, hey, you take your goals where you can. I think if you're Jamaica, if you're going to press for a goal, get to 2, and then you really sit back and say, we will take every counter and every transition opportunity you give us.
All right, so Jaden says, yesterday you said Puerto Rico was a more technical side than Jamaica. Laugh out loud. Watching them now, I don't know what you are seeing. They can't even play the ball out from the back without losing position. So you just watch this game and you said Puerto Rico is not more technical than Jamaica. And they can't pass the ball out from the back. Africans, would you agree with that statement?
I think they can pass the ball out the back. Because they were doing it for the most part of the first half they were doing that until Jamaica just slowed down.
Wow.
And that was
wow.
What are we doing?
It's shocking. Jaden, I don't know what game you're watching if you said Puerto Rico can't pass the ball out to the back. They made errors. They made errors. But the man can pass the ball out of the damn back always. That's why they kept doing it. They are not afraid of Jamaica passing the ball out to the back. What is wrong? What is wrong with your blood? Maybe you're trying to attack me, but I think you're wrong. You're severely wrong. I think you should come here and tell me thanks. Yes, they can pass the ball at the back, and they never had any problems. Jamaica, I pressed well. And got a few more touches in areas. That is true, But this story about they are not technical, and no, that's not true. I think they are wasteful in their final third development. I think they only had one clear entry that they should have even done better with, which Jamaica gave them pretty much, and it was empty. But don't disrespect the other team. I think what we have said is fully on. They can pass the ball. They are comfortable on the ball. They are good at zoning. They are good at tempo. So they are learning. The difference is maybe they don't believe in instant gratification like we, and that is a problem. So maybe what we're desperate for is instant gratification, and maybe they are just in a developmental mood. I don't know, because they kept playing the same way. They are not trying to change the style when the option was there. They could have gone over the top a few times. So I don't know what their coach is saying to them, but I have to apply what I know about football. And if you come off of this game and say they are not technical, I think that's all they did on the field. was being technical. That's all they did on the entire field, was trying to be technical the whole time. That's it. JD, I slightly disagree with you. They're the Jamaican team are not better, but they are technical, but they are also of individual. That's why I said the number 2. I think at the number 2 clearly showcases technical ability. The number 10, when he's deeper, I like what he does. But once he goes a little bit higher with the rest, he starts to do individual things, which is slightly different. We can learn to give people credit, and look at certain things, Yeah, we have players. I gave Jamaican players credit. But look at the problem in Africans. The same guy that is behaving technical today, I said that as well, in the last video, and he never brought it up back and said, JD, wow, you saw the number 2, I said he was technical. I saw it today, he didn't say that. He comes and say, you tell me that PR is technical. I said to you, that's the only way I think that they are going to win the game. If they have a chance to win the game, they have to rely on their technical side, because Jamaica will rely on their physical side to eye press them. That is exactly what I saw in the game just a while ago, Africans. So that means exactly what I thought would have happened. It's just who won the battle of what I thought would have happened. I never answered who I think would have won the battle. I just answered it before the game start. And I said, I think I'm looking at for Jamaica 2-1 or Jamaica 3-1 after Jamaica going up and can counter. So I think, brother, you need to listen to me a little bit longer, all right? And stop thinking that I'm attacking things. I am just talking football, all right? They look good against low-level teams that couldn't press. But now that they are up against real pressure, they crumble. That's not true, Jaden. That's a lie. You know why that's a lie? Because half of the game they were passing through Jamaica in 2/3, the low and the mid block. Are their defensive third and the midfield third. The final third, that's where they had the little problem. And I think it was the problem of them deciding if they're going to use wing transition and then try to use speed with the wing transition. So maybe they didn't believe that they can go against the fullbacks them with the speed. So I think that's where they had their problems. I am just looking, I don't know exactly what the truth is, but I'm just looking at those little metrics and see where they had their problem. But they never had any problem to come out of their backs and get into midfield. And the Africans said the same before even me. So I don't know, Jaden.
Watching some of the stuff from the first half and looking at it, I think where they're gonna win, I think Jamaica right now, it's make the pitch make them play the entire pitch, right? And I know you want to bring it up, and I get that aspect, but I think Jamaica will have a lot more space if they are even more patient and make Puerto Rico come to them and have to open up. Then you can get your wing transitions. Then you can get the ball, get your crosses, and that's where they'll thrive. If you're Puerto Rico, it has to be through the middle. I don't know if they have some more athleticism on the bench, but I think they have to go down them. And they had a few opportunities. Again, their final third passing has been, well, when it shows up, I'll let you know, because it hasn't shown up yet. But I think that is what, for both sides, Jamaica, just make them defend the whole length of the pitch. And then for Puerto Rico, you have to start pressing a bit. Again, they don't really need to push till about the 60th minute, but they know it's win or you're done. A draw, they need to get 2 goals to be going to the next round.
So you can't look for a draw. You have to win.
Oh, agreed. I agree. The draw doesn't help. When it was 0-0, they were sitting well. So I think once you get to the 60th minute, if they haven't scored yet, that's when the pitch then lengthens. And I think that's where Jamaica, then that's where you get the ball out wide. That's when you start going long ball out wide. That's
Rebel Guru, I was not wrong. I still believe that Puerto Rico's players are more technical. You have 11v11. And I've named out 3 players that I thought is technical. And I've seen more than 3 on the opposite side. And that's it. And you can't change that. You can't bully me into answering things that makes no sense to me. All right. If you want to get upset, if you want to for me to be just licking chops for the whole night, that will never happen with me. I am not a licking chops type of guy. All right. I said what I said. I give Jamaica credit here and explain what I'm seeing here, and then I give the next team credit here. That's who I am. So get to the times, or just find somewhere else. Don't say that. Just say it and just move on, brother. You don't know me. What do you mean move on?
Any subs for you?
Second half coming up.
Subs for I know this is a pro Jamaica crowd here, but what are the subs you'd like to see second half, or you think your starting 11 is good to see this game at least for another 10-15 minutes?
10-15 minutes, you will give it back again. Once I don't see anything like the opening entry from the middle park, because that's a very good look, Africans. I think the only way they can score directly is through the middle that Jamaica opened just a while ago with the 1-2 zonal press there. That's the only way. So for me, once that middle don't open, I think I will wait the next 15 minutes, see what happens, because obviously they're going to change their style and be a little bit more coming forward a lot more, and that's where I will see what Jamaica have to deal with it. But I will give it 15 more minutes, because the longer it goes and you have the advantage. You have two advantages, If it draws, you win same way, And if you're 1-0, you remain your two advantages. So they can play with it a little bit longer, because you want to keep the legs them as long as possible. So guys, we are about they are making a change instant.
Yep.
Number 15 coming off, and number 9, the central forward, directly coming on.
Yep.
He's going to stay on the back of the defender, so he plays a little bit different. So let's see if that's going to bring, that's going to push the spacing for Jamaica, and maybe they would play a little bit different, because he's a little bit different as a striker.
9 and 20 together means you're going to have more pressing from your two forwards on their center back. So they're going to start to challenge them, which means they might start going a little bit long, which Jamaica hasn't done well with yet. They've been better when they're patient. So I think it's going to be a game of It's going to be a game of patience and picking your spots. But again, I think if Jamaica has the same half they had in the first half, I think this will be probably one of their better games where they've been in control from whistle to whistle. And I think that's credit them for that based off the team that they're playing here.
Agreed. Right there.
Yeah.
So people, you think this ends? Are you going for? Yeah.
I think it ends 2-1. I think
2-1?
There's a goal.
Okay.
I think there's a goal in there for Puerto Rico. Now the question is the third goal going to? I want to trust that Jamaica sees this through and sees this out. So I'm going to go 2-1 them, but I'm just going to say 2-1 for someone.
Okay, all right. So it's 1-0 so far. Omar says 2-0 JA. All right, okay. So I said that before the game started, and I am the eater. Yeah. I don't know how I'm so. They want to take my prediction title before I even get the crown, Africans.
Yeah. Nolan tries to win
good start here. Jamaica trying to press.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. Now he pushed him down.
Yeah.
He was on his back, so yeah. Through the middle here, it's a dangerous. They misread everything, and this could start a counter for Jamaica. Don't force it. Oh God, man, the pass was there. Just don't force it. Man, force it 2 times. It's obvious that Jamaica going to win. Give you a prediction, Mark Alan. It was not obvious at all. It was not obvious at all. It was not obvious at all, because you never gave any prediction. You can't just come after quarterback man and give me and tell me that it was obvious Jamaica is going to win. No, blood. And it's still not obvious. The game ain't finished, blood. So give me a prediction, because I am the prediction king, blood. All right. None of you guys will be taking my title. All right. Good. Inside pass. Hold on. Referee said that's outside.
Not offsides. Regardless,
it's you got offside and he missed it.
You got to finish that. Well, you forced a save. I mean, so I give you your props there, but you got to
Like,
finish
good
that.
chance of good chance for Jamaica, but I thought he thought it was an offside. I thought he thought it was an offside.
But that ball that Nolan just had,
Eh.
like that's a ball that if Puerto Rico could ever get control at the edge of the second third, is there for them in the final third. But they just have been atrocious passing.
Well, yes, it's a miss, but I thought he thought it was an offside. Let me cut him some slack there. I thought because he was looking around on the ref, or maybe that's us players when they miss a big chance. You look around on the ref.
Yeah.
All right, Jamaica get it inside the box, put it across, and the keeper deals with it easily. And Puerto Rico will try to start their play over the right-hand side. Jamaica trying to close down at the pitch. I've not seen Puerto Rico goes over the top. Look at they're not going to go over the top as yet. Jamaica have to just try and continue to close them down for the whole game. I guess that's their strategy. All right, they just came over the top and it puts it back again over the top. Jamaica and Puerto Rico fighting for the ball. Jamaica got crowded out. Puerto Rico on the ball. Puerto Rico breaking down the right-hand side. Jamaica trying to close them down. One-on-one isolation. Good tackle here from Jamaica, but Puerto Rico still on the ball in the penalty spot. Puts it centrally. Good save. Good position. Good position there, Jamaica.
That's the first thing he's had to do in 3 games. Good for him. Good save, goalkeeper.
No, bro. That's you, man. I realized that PR didn't have a shot on target. No, they didn't have a shot on target. They just have a shot on target. But I think the shots that I don't think this will sound funny. But remember when I was explaining to you, it's a strategy that they go with. The way they play. They could have easily well just fire a shot because they had enough of those opportunities. But it doesn't look like they're a team to just fire wasteful shot. It looks like they're going to always be a team trying to score from within the 30 to the 30 yards around. That's where they want to take the shot. One umbrella sport, big of yourself, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
They want to take the shot from 30 yards. They are not really the type of team that will just fire a shot. Jamaica is a team that will easily get a shot on target because they're going to fire from 40 yards. One player will take it down the line and just slam a shot. So it's not hard you can't really count shots in Jamaica games because some of the shots are not really as impactful, because they're just blasting shots, to be honest. All right, a break here, Jamaica coming down. Number 2 coming down the right-hand side. He puts it in. This is a good opportunity and a good shot. That's a good shot. It's a good shot. That's a good shot, see me. Maybe he could have gotten it on target a little bit better. That's Nolan.
Yeah, that should have been on target. But again, see how when they're patient, now they're drawing them out. That space, that's going to be available for them. And now they just need to punish. They just need to finish those chances. But that
good work from number 2. Number 2, the number 2 is impressive with people. Number 2 he's good. He's good. Good work there from him. Still need to see him under a little bit more pressure. Because I heard someone said if he should go into the national team ain't easy in the blood. Why you guys think that they can just move to the national team like that, man? Yo, you guys are disrespecting the national team in the blood. You think these guys have a chance winning no game in the national team? Just let us stop the foolishness, man. You see what I'm talking about, Africans? And that's the problem with them. They're just caught up in winning. It doesn't matter if it don't make sense. They just want to win, and they don't realize you have a thing called development. You understand? Because this player come in and try to play some football, and instead of they give him a little chance for him to play again at the next level for we to see how good he is, he needs to make the national team now. So all of the Africans, he's a right back. So he's above Lembekisa. He's above Lati Bodier. Lati Bodier is first place in the championship, blood. You saw that don't make any sense, Africans. You saw that don't make any sense. Are you following them, Africans? You're saying that he needs to be the national team and he needs to be.
I'm not trying to. They are the national team, the U20. That's true. At this point, they're gonna run. If there's a U33 team, Nolan's playing in that team too. Nolan's gonna play in U15. He played U17, U20. If there was a U23, they'd pull him up for that. If there was a U21, they drag him back out for that. Hey, as they say, it's a new car, low miles.
All right,
But
come on, Jamaica, close down that angle. All right, the game is open now, guys. I don't know why.
that's
Maybe Jamaica
and
just
that's
believe that they're
not the
gonna.
best for what Puerto Rico wants to do, because Puerto Rico doesn't, from what they've shown in the first 50 minutes, they're not gonna move fast
Oh,
enough to get this game. And if it gets to 2, a game is pretty much done. They don't have the urgency. They're a slow playing team. They're like, you know what they remind me of, JD? They remind me of like when Suriname first started getting players, and they were always going to build from the back regardless.
yeah,
And
the
then
build up.
like, and then
Yeah.
Canada, and then like the US would just be like, and we'll press you. Okay, cool. Take your
But
time,
that's
and we'll press you.
but Africans. That's what I was saying to them. I don't know what their ambitions are, because some
Mm.
teams, they don't understand. Most of these people are, that's why I said that's a powerful thing I use. I said, remember how we view things in Jamaica is just instant gratification. If you don't win, you don't good. There's no detail in nothing at all, and that's why they have problems with me, because I'm always going into the details, right? And so maybe Puerto Rico believes in more details than anything else. You understand? So they want to know how they fare up against Jamaica by this area, that area, and that's what they are caring about, because maybe they are checking it by year to say that they want to reach this level by this year, this level by that year. You
Yeah.
understand me? So that's what I was saying earlier, but they never got what I was saying. That's what I was saying. PR have a higher starting position. They are already looking more dangerous than they did. Yes, because they're bringing the forward, and then they brought the next one behind him, and that's what Africans talk about. We told you what the next guy played, and it looks a little bit different now.
Yeah. But they have to, again, now they've started earlier, but they have to start closing. But again, the more they stretch out, the more space you have for those transition opportunities. So it's either going to be 2-0 or 1-1. And then my 2-1 will go to the spoils. But they are looking dangerous right now with the pressure, and the ref is both letting it and not letting it happen. But Puerto Rico need a lot more urgency. They need a lot more urgency.
It's already 2 so far. Damn. And guys, remember, this is the qualifying round. This is the qualifying round. This is not any World Cup qualifiers as yet. A break here coming for Jamaica. Jamaica goes over the top to the box stick, and it's too high. It's going to be a throw-in. No, a goal kick. Goal kick.
Yeah.
It's the qualifying round to the championship. The championship will be the round of the World Cup qualifiers after this.
Yeah.
So they have to qualify to the World Cup championship. A break here coming for PR. PR tried to go over the top. Don't let the bounce. Jamaica. Oh, this is a dangerous flick on. Yeah, so you should be able to grab it. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. Love that he never made that one bounce. That's a good timing there. That's a good timing from a Jamaican defender.
It's not only World Cup qualifier, but it's also Olympic qualifier. And it's basically whoever finishes on top of the U.S. goes to the Olympics, because Concacaf only has 2 slots.
Jamaica live dangerous with this I play there. Yeah. This is how they're going out. They are just saying, yo, a shootout to go on. Come on, Puerto Rico. We need some excitement, Good play there from Puerto Rico. And Jamaica drop back well. All right. That's nice. Yeah. Because they got caught out first time, but Puerto Rico never pushed the pace. Oh, we got this match there so easy. Don't let him spin. Oh my God, everything went for Puerto Rico inside the penalty spot. Don't tackle him. Puerto Rico still inside the penalty spot, beats one, and he runs out of space. Good defending there, good defending. Show him the byline, but close it in fast enough. Number 2 again, Andrew. I did number 2 again. But people, At this rate, guys, we got to say number two. The number two, he's defending and he's attacking. I'm not. I'm still not saying he's for the national team, Africans. I don't care. I am not getting cocoa juice. I still need to see more from him. This is the Puerto Rico BC team, U20s. Yes. Jamaica goes long, kicks it away. So a little uncomfortable spell here for Jamaica. But number two showcased again. Show out yet again. All right. Let me try to get his name.
Yeah, everyone needs we don't need to rush everyone in unless you're exemplary at that level. Like unless you're a Gilmore where you've already played at the senior and you've looked like the best offensive player. Develop, man. Get into a better spot.
Right, so what we do then, Africans, here when I will say, he should get called for the national team. If he goes to the next round, and play good against United States and Mexico, because those guys are playing in Liga Meki and MLS. So if he can play the same level of football against higher competition, then I will have that conversation. But no, I'm not having the conversation. Good interception here of Jamaica. Pressed in the middle. I think that's a little bit poor with the unnecessary press. Yeah, you should have. Yeah. A little bit poor there. But the game is a lot more. The intensity gone up a little bit more. Jamaica has to do a lot more defending in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And they have dealt with it well. Number two will lead the charge.
No, they have. Again, if this game ends 1-0, based off of their second half, again, this will be probably one of their better games that they've played that I've seen at the youth level, period. Just control, but then also snuffing out all the attacks. There's only been one shot on target for Puerto Rico so far. Don't fall back to your basic programming. Take a chance. See, this is the difference. Puerto Rico needs to be cavalier, and Jamaica just needs to be patient. How the turn has tabled. Oh, good feign for the foul.
Okay, what they say? That's no foul. They say continue playing. Oh, this referee, damn. I thought he would have given a foul because it's still impeding over the top here. Deal with it good. Don't. Oh, see, let him win. Oh, he's gonna get the free. He's gonna let it go to Jamaica goal kick. All right, wonderful. At least you stay consistent.
And now we have the tactical hamstring stretch. Good call for Jamaica. Slow this game down. Breathe.
Yeah, because I think that Puerto Rico kind of get into that little spell too much. So maybe to continue the running, you got to have somebody else come in. So you see, people were saying that Puerto Rico ain't good. Puerto Rico start running the legs of the Jamaican players them. To be stretching now. A couple man on the field. Well, a stretch. You see? And you tell me that I don't know nothing about football, bro. Maybe you need to sign me for the coaching, but you can't pay me. That's the problem.
Tactical crab stretches. Good. It's a good call.
Giovanni is a little bit more experienced than Nolan. All right. So 60 minutes, guys. Jamaica is leading. Yeah. So they just don't need to lose the game. That's all.
Yes, that's it. And they just need to weather. Now they're just weathering everything Puerto Rico are going to throw at them because we're at the 60-minute point, and now they're going to have to stretch a little bit more and attack a little bit more, move further up the pitch. And because of that, this is where Jamaica either puts this game away or Puerto Rico puts them on their heels.
Who they sub off?
They took off Nolan. Yeah, Nolan for
wow.
Taylor.
You think that's a good? So you think that's a good change?
I think it's a good change because they've run Nolan to the ground in 2 straight tournaments. Let the man sit. Okay?
But
no, I think if you're going to press
number 2 but the number 2 is
if you're going to press them, you need another 9 there. So I don't mind it. I think it's a good change because you need to keep your the tip of your press a little bit with more not healthier, but with a little bit more on the health bar.
Puerto Rico breaking through. Don't tackle him. Don't tackle him there. He's on the ball already. Good defending. Yes. Don't make the tackle there. Right on top of the penalty box there. And the bounce favor Puerto Rico again.
That's correct.
Good turn there, number 2. Wonderful. Yo, this dude can play football for real, man. The way he turns his body just a while ago makes his life easy. This is what I want to see from Jamaican players. Sadly. All right, don't give him the injury pass. Press him, but press smart. Stay in your position, yeah. Puerto Rico look like they turn the pressure up a little bit more. All right. And they're getting a lot more space. You see, all the lack of technical behavior when they just you see Africans. That's why you need to stop talk football. It just disrespect me about the man who can't pass Jamaican foolish. You see what I'm saying? And now he's disappearing. When the guys are passing Jamaica at will, a break again. All right, good close on here from Jamaica. Number 2, stay. Good stay. All right, nice clearance. But why nobody can come for the first ball?
Again, the middle has to be.
All right, Jamaica clear their lines. And it turns into a foot race over the side. Wait. Oh, God, the man. Oh, wait, man. Come on, man. Wait, man. Man, just run. Wait. Just wait and take your time. It's going to work out.
JD, it could be a 1-on-3, a 3-on-1. They're trying to bust a net.
Yeah, but you need to not always have to bust the net, man. You had 3 other players in the blood. And you're under pressure for the whole damn time.
JD could be a 5-on-0. That's what's happening. Okay. Embrace who you are. Embrace who you are. This is what's going to happen. Cut back pass for who? For what?
Flip on. Oh, this is don't go into the tackle. Don't. Yeah, wonderful. This player is a good player, blood. This player is a good player. This player is a good player. He still should not be in the national team, but the way the guy uses his body, I like it. This player is a good player. And 2 more changes coming for Jamaica. He ain't passing that, so oh my God. That number 2 is a very good player. Please don't make a bad decision and take him off the field, because if you take him off the field, they are going to score. So please don't make a stupid decision. Keep that man on the field. All right, so 2 more changes for Jamaica. All
right, Burger coming in, and then
I don't like this eye press thing, because them start lose all of the play now. Jamaica losing almost every first and second ball now. So I think they need to drop off, because those guys just came in and build themselves in the game. You understand? Over the top. Agreed. Puerto Rico. Yes, they need to build themselves in the game. Stop rushing. You can't just come in and you're eye pressing. There is no synergy between you and nobody. So you just eye pressing because eye pressing sake?
Yes.
PR have a lot better than us since. Yes. And I think the changes, because we're not adapting to the changes, because we're not building ourselves into the game. 1-2 years for PR and over it pass. So let's go back to Jamaica. 4 JC man on the pitch now. Jesus Christ, the man count the JC players them. So it's not Jamaica players them, JC.
I thought Schoolboy was done. At this point.
Well, Africans, you're just here. JC. All right. Jamaica trying to fight, trying to hold on to the Puerto Ricans them, and Puerto Ricans gave up that themselves. Throwing for Jamaica deep in Jamaica's half. 65 minutes. So Puerto Rico, if they're going to get something, it has to come early. You understand me? Yeah. And they're trying, and Jamaica is trying to keep them off and look for a counter. But the problem is, when Jamaica gets a counter, it has to be a shocking pass that's there on the card for him to pass it. Because just a while ago, if he just holds his head up and pass the ball, maybe it would have been 2-0. But the man decided that he's going to rifle the ball and bust the net. And he never even got close to the net. Puerto Rico again on the break, coming down the left-hand side. Let's see if he's going to put it in. He decides he's going to put it in early to the box stick. Clear it. It missed everyone. Puerto Rico is on it. He blasted it over the top. Blasted over the top. So goal kick here. The defender missed it, you know. He missed it in our hands. He missed the complete ball.
Jamaica this is the point where Jamaica needs to take this game by the collar here. Because
he missed the complete ball. Damn. That's a good chance, you know.
It is.
If he kept it low, that's a problem. He missed the complete ball.
Jamaica right now needs to take this game by the collar and just take the air out of it. They need to be patient on the build.
It's like yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, I know. I kept saying he's a good player. What are you talking about? Rudolph Austin is Jamaica U20 coach. All right, thank you, Travis. I think I knew that. Someone asked it, but I think someone asked it in the chat.
Mm-hmm. But now we're seeing we've seen the intensity and the intentionality of Puerto Rico in the second half. But I mean, now we're getting into the final 22 plus.
Ooh.
2 is definitely doing
Jamaica down. All right, bless up. It's not over yet. No, it's a good game. They came out to play different in the second half. Ooh, that's a high boot. But they're going to
get the step
to Jamaica.
Yeah, because he steps to hip in.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well, walk it off.
Down, number 12. Yeah, number 12.
Walk it off.
You feel under the pain.
Yeah. It's a high quad strain. But they right now they need to build up patiently here.
We need a few passes from Jamaica because it's been a while since Jamaica had the ball here, man. Yeah, so at least they still had 2 good chances in that little time. So, but not as much as the amount of ball that they had in the second half. Jamaica breaking across and try to whip across in, and I think they might have won a corner. Let me see, they won a corner of it. Imaxit great. Wendell Donzel is there with the team. Okay, so you're giving Wendell Donzel more credit. How much minutes left? We have 69 minutes, so we have 21 plus extra time. So maybe around 4 or 5 minutes plus extra time. 4 or 5 minutes, I think. So we have 25 more minutes. You have a lot of time. Jamaica went a good spell without really having any plays of having control of the ball. It's more all Puerto Rico. But Jamaica had 2 touches just a while ago. Now you have Puerto Rico trying to break. Jamaica trying to double up on them. 1 good passing on Puerto Rico. I don't like this 4-man trying to attack 1 player, Africans. Yellow card here for number 6, Jamaica.
That was coming.
They're trying to young them with 4 players. That's not good because now they can just strip it over the 4 players. And that's 4 players out of a position, you know. So I think Jamaica is getting too anxious to get the ball
not so much
back.
Anxious, but their positioning is so off that they're collapsing on the middle. And so 1 pass done, and then they're going through. So this is where they need to take this game by the collar and take the air out of it. Because if they're going to collapse like this again, it's the same as the first 20 in the first half, where they were pressing so much that
empty. Somebody come and tackle the guy. The guy just run through the middle.
There's nothing. And if not for Puerto Rico,
people Jamaica tired at this point. Jamaica just tired and they're just running, and they're only when they want to score a goal they're running. But they are giving Puerto Rico the opportunity to come forward, just come in their half, and that's going to be a corner for Puerto Rico. This is madness, man. They have really... Yes, SC. They have lost the formation. The substitutions, them definitely did not make the cohesion that we had overall. We ain't seen it. They are making a next substitution. It's been a while now, around 10, 12 minutes in Africans. It's
Yeah.
just pretty much all Puerto Rico, you know. Jamaica only have one sequence that they got the break with the guy that never took the shot, and then they have one just
Yeah.
a while ago when they had a
Yeah.
cross and it was blocked. That's
And
pretty
then they
much what
had
they
the
did in the
Nolan
last
shot
10
that he
minutes.
missed off of that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
they've
yeah.
not been. This has been Puerto Rico's half, and Jamaica are just they're weathering it, but they're starting to lose their discipline. If that wasn't clear, their shape
Oh, that's
is
gonna
lost.
close him down, but close him down smartly. All right, they passed out to the press very easily from Jamaica, and now they're gonna go over the top. First ball, Jamaica clears it, gave it straight back to Puerto Rico. Second ball, don't kick it away, pass it back. Man, hold on to the damn ball. This is very concerning looking at the future. Any decent team that puts pressure on the ball will probably give us L. Over the top here, Jamaica trying to get something over the top. Nothing. 72 minutes in the game. Back to Puerto Rico. Jamaica dropping off in midfield. Puerto Rico receives it in midfield and passed it through the midfield. And nobody from Jamaica made even one tackle. Like,
Oh, they're tired. They
yes,
have run themselves.
they are tired, people. They are tired. And try to break to make sure to show Puerto Rico that they have something left. All right, so Jamaica getting slimmer and slimmer in the game. Puerto Rico breaks empty, whips it over. Good deflection for Jamaica, but it's inside the box. And this is going to be, are they going to give a goal kick? Goal kick? Yes, goal kick, I think. Because he threw away one of our Jamaican players over that side and he whips it in and he took a deflection and then they fought for it in the battle. Good work, number 14. Number 14 shield him off well. Good fight there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that was, you know.
But
all right, so it's back to Puerto Rico again. So Jamaica went long, give it back to Puerto Rico, and it's back to Puerto Rico again. Jamaica does have two up front, but they are not marking good at all. They're just letting Puerto Rico do whatever they want. Puerto Rico
they
cuts
have
inside.
two up front. I thought you were going to say they had 6 up front and then 4 behind them.
No, no, they've kind of drop it to 2. They're gonna drop it to 2. Throwing it for Puerto Rico deep in Jamaica's half. Don't let him cross the ball. So it's a free cross in Jamaica's box. And this is empty. Oh, what a save! What a save! Oh my God!
Oh, big move keeper. Big move keeper.
A save.
Big move.
God. Jamaica kept it. Wow. They gave him a free cross.
Yeah, now and this coach, and really, like, these coaches now, everyone is tired. Is this what, hydration break? Yeah, hydration break.
Keeper look like he has an hand problem. Jamaica will take that break as well too. Believe me, that will help Jamaica more than it will help Puerto Rico. Yeah.
You've made all your subs but one, and now your attacking players are out of breath.
He makes all of the subs.
I think he has one left. He has one left for Jamaica because he took Nolan off, and then he took 2 more or 3 more.
They're not showing the subs them here.
Let me see if I can find the subs here.
People, if you're counting, let me know how much subs he made. Damn.
I don't have.
Why they invite? I don't know. The guy crossed the ball just a while ago. Nobody marking him. They just said cross the ball in. So I guess they're tired. They're just trying to survive the rest of the game. Oh, he's talking to them now, like he's saying, brother, you want to do something, man. Like, if you guys are going to fight for keeping the ball and not give them a free shot, work on defending than trying to attack.
Thank you, everyone. So I have between 2 and 3 subs. Well, 3 subs were made before, so there's 2 left, but 1 window. Also, for the record, possession has gone from 62-38 to 54-46 in this half. So I agree, Dale Stock. They need to stop pressing high, but just Jamaican side feels like they have one gear, and that gear is fast.
But they're pressing high, Africans, and they're not marking. That don't make any sense because you're pressing high and you're just giving them the opportunity to pass you. Whipping in the box
Okay.
here, free pass here, and clearance here for Jamaica, but it's back to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico puts it back in the box. Puerto Rico won the first ball. Jamaica cleared the second ball, and the ball bounced here. Jamaica will try and latch onto it. The keeper will come out and clear his lines, and Puerto Rico back on it, and Puerto Rico starts a counter. All right, Jamaica got the second ball. Don't rush it, number 2. Please, don't rush it. Don't rush it, number 2.
Nice pass.
Please, don't rush it. Nice pass. Take the shot now. Oh, good. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not going to beat them for that. Keep it together. Oh, God. Why everything have to go forward and give it back to them? Jesus Christ. Because they don't realize that is when them have the ball and you tired. You know? Just make it end into something, you know? All right.
Listen, with all these
Jamaican players down. A Jamaican players down. Number 3 is down. Number 3 is down.
I want my 15, JD. I want my 15.
Yes. Number 3 is down. Yes. Jamaica trying everything to get over the line. You see, people, if you give a football education, respecting a man. If you give a football education, respecting a man. I told her that we can't keep up this style of play for the whole game. And you needed more out of your first 11 than what he got out of them Africans. So I would blame the coach for this style.
I would say this. If you're going to play that style, you need to make this. They've played that style the entire tournament, and they've not rotated as often as they should. And so Nolan should have been able to go at least 75.
Yeah. We need Nolan on the field longer.
Right? And there's my TFC bias. Yes. But I think, yes, you can be angry with the offsides, whether it is or not. The last 2 changes for Jamaica are coming on now.
Jamaica making 2 more changes, people.
No, one change. Because 3 was injured, remember. 3 was injured. So
okay, so 3 coming back on.
Yeah. 12 looked like he was struggling from the 30th minute, and you take him out of the 78th.
So 12 is down, 3 is down. 3 said he has to continue because they're running out of substitution.
Yes.
We just have 12 more minutes, but I think they're going to put on a lot of minutes, maybe 8 minutes, So we still might have 20 more minutes to go. All right, so Jamaica back on the ball. Let me see. Keep the ball a lot longer. Pass it. Do simple passes. Please don't go long. The goalkeeper go long. Jesus Christ, man. And the first ball goes back to Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico won the second ball and stayed on the ball. Oh, ironic. And they're going to go over the top now. Jamaica cleared the first ball. Second ball goes back to Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Every time. Puerto Rico go through the middle. And no Jamaican there to stop him. And he breaks around Jamaica. Jamaica pretty much tired. And he's
you score. You go for the scorpion. You go for a scorpion there? Come on. Be better.
Another big chance missed by Puerto Rico. I think that should have been a goal. Because if he just lays it in the goal, the keeper would have had a hard time to stop that. Just guide it in the goal. He went for the back heel flick over Scorpion. Yeah.
If he leaves it, he has 20. That was dumb.
Yes, that's a big chance. That's a big chance. I never saw it first Africans. I never saw it. That's a big chance. That's an empty goal. He kicks it out of the goal. Because the keeper was over one side and he kicks it out of the goal.
and even if he doesn't,
20 is coming to get it. Look offside? Is it offside or not?
It didn't look off. Well, that chance didn't look offside to me, but that player. If you don't do something if you can square it, square it. Unless your legs are Peter Crouch length, don't be going for that. Okay.
A throw in here for Jamaica, number 2 on it. He's gonna try and go long in the box. Is this the best idea? All right, Jamaica goes long in the box. Don't let it go over your head. Yeah, keep it in the box and then make sure it goes outside. Don't let them can start a play. And you gave it back to them and they can start to play. Jesus Christ. Why you keep on giving them free play starting?
No, agreed with one. And that's why I'm like, why do you go for something that audacious?
The guy, thanks to him, because that would have been a sure goal in my opinion. Oh, God.
Yeah.
What a movement there, man. The man throw away the Jamaican. Throw away a second Jamaican as well. Jesus God. And they're breaking on the right-hand side. Nobody's there. Wow, flip inside. Another empty chance. Oh, my God. Africans, they could have scored around 3 goals. And they're coming back again.
That should be 2.
9 more minutes plus extra time. Drop a next centre back inside the box. Let number 2 play as a defender. Let him play as a centre back.
Yeah.
Because they're tired. People, they're tired, blood. So drop this game. Number 2. Stop going so high. Stay back. Stay back, man. This is madness, man. All right, Jamaica tried to fight the first ball, and the first ball goes back into Jamaica half. We missed the header, and we gave it back to Puerto Rico. Jesus. Yes, I think the number 2 need to stay back and do more defensive duties because we are not playing good none at all now. So play the defensive duties now. And stop coming forward too much. Puerto Rico trying to got through the middle. Yo, they're running like, yo, the man have the stamina level of these guys ain't normal, blood.
If they score 1, I think they're scoring 2.
Yeah, I think so. I think if they score 1. If they score, please don't.
Oh,
yeah, don't give them the cross again. Why we keep on giving them so much cross? Another empty goal. The keeper comes out. Referee said continue play. Referee, that's not a foul. Oh, the keeper comes out and almost kill himself. They're back inside again. They're inside the box, whipping cross. Nice save.
I can't. This team is really.
Yeah, stay down as long.
This team is really asking to not win this game. Like,
oh my God, people! Oh God, why Jamaica teams them, you know, man. Why? They are just not normal. How can it be so good in one half and so horribly in the next half? And we give them back the ball again to come back. So they never scored. So let me make sure they score. Keeper comes out. The keeper comes out and oh, thank God for the offside. Yo, I don't know what's going on this field, brother. Pandey, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on at all, you know? I don't know what's going on at all. How much chances they have in this game, in this second half? Around 5 or 6? Half? They have like 6 chances in the second half, you know?
Oh, yeah, 6 chances in the second half. But remember, every chance they've had has been missed. They've forced 2 saves.
Ooh, that's a step. Okay. Be careful. Don't get a card, blood. Yes, they have like 6 chances in the second half. And around 4 big chances, like empty ball in front of the net. And they're coming over the top again. Don't let the first ones. Keeper, come for it. Stay in the box. Nice. Hold up the play. 84 minutes. 6 more minutes to go. Poor kick out of the box, and Jamaica gave it back to Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico make a bad pass. Oh, it's a foul and a yellow card. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's God.
Yeah.
It's Lord.
To Jamaica, me, if they
Jamaica,
don't
6. Please don't.
To me, if Puerto Rico doesn't score here, I feel like this game they've run out of time. They need to score here and then score an additional time for their only chance.
Yes, Zekim, I don't know what happened. Jamaica, the changes them. Jamaica just gone down to the next level. Obviously, we talk about the striker that they're going to bring on and they're going to go for the game, but I never expected Puerto Rico. I don't know what happened. I don't know what took place. All right, please deal with this, please, because I can't manage. Deal with this, ball. Don't give them an next opportunity. I'm begging you. All right, they put it over the top. Keeper stays in, and he gets an empty header again. But he puts it high. Yeah. Goal kick. He actually got another empty header again from 6 yards out, and he puts it over the bar. Jamaica not defending at all. They are there, you know. They are there beside the players, you know. But they just seems to can't actually stop none of the plays. And the Puerto Rican team is just poor. Africans, you might be right. They're poor at finishing. This looks like the coach told them to park the bus. But SC, you can't park the bus and give the man the opportunity. That is the opposite of parking a bus.
JD, no, the correct answer is you can't park the bus, leave the door open. Okay,
close the door. Puerto Rico again, breaking down 2 Jamaicans there. All right, wonderful tackle. Don't you give it back to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico puts it across. Jamaica missed the head and Puerto Rico is down and the box. Good, wonderful defending. Jesus Christ. So we gave the ball back to Puerto Rico right at the 18-yard box. Jesus Christ. I wish I could have seen these numbers like the second half. All right, Jamaica. Oh God, the man kicked the ball and missed the ball. He kicks the ball and missed the entire ball. Oh, Cito, wonderful, wonderful. The guy kick a free kick and give the ball to Puerto Rico again. You're asking, getting mad. Yeah, because they are lucky to be in front. They are lucky to be even drawing the game or in front. And it's like they don't understand. Stop riding a lot, blood, man. Because you're going to have a lot of extra time, you know. So you can't give up a goal there, man.
Yeah.
And knowing them, they might give them extra time as well. Because they might not want Jamaica to win, you know. But to be honest, you can't ride your luck, you know. Next foul. This is not a yellow card because look at the second. All right. So Jamaica dropping back. Jamaica intercepted the ball and kick it back on the Puerto Rican, and the Puerto Rican takes the ball, and Jamaica trying to close down, but Puerto Rico is down on the right-hand side and easily remove the Jamaican and works in the middle. No Jamaican is in the middle with him, and he's on the ball. He could turn, make a square pass, but Jamaica intercepts the pass, and they try to blast the ball forward and give it straight back to Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico breaking down the left-hand side, cuts in, he's going to whip it inside. Jamaica deals with it, fires it wide. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. If Jamaica, if they win, they're going to go to the next round to play United States and those teams. Early throw in here, Puerto Rico whips it across, emptying it. Oh my God. Another chance missed for Puerto Rico. Oh God. 89 minutes. Oh God. Oh God.
JD, this is, in case you guys weren't sure, this is what I felt like when Canada U17 played Jamaica U17. Okay.
Yes, there's another round, which is other big teams. All right, Puerto Rico works it inside. Jamaica tried to close him down, but a little bit late, gave him acres of space. Let me see how much extra time this is going to add on. Please give me 5, nothing more than 5. Nothing more than 5.
I want 50.
You're going to whip it into the box stick. No Jamaican marking him. He gets the first ball. He puts it inside the box. He got the flick on, and it goes outside. There is another round. The World Cup qualifiers coming next, but this madness can't continue. You need a lot more Arsenals. Drum trying to take. They gave 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah. No 8. All right. Yeah, we can see this out, man. They can't score 2 in this time, man.
Yeah, they needed to score on that free kick. They
needed to score before, so I think Jamaica wins. Jamaica might still concede, but not 2. I don't see them conceding 2. Ooh, that's a dirty tackle, blood. That's gonna be a yellow card again. Oh no, he said continue. You William says you're so dramatic. I think you're not watching the damn game.
I think this game should have ended.
If you watch the game, you wouldn't say that at all. Watching Jamaica teams, you Williams, I told you, you Williams, Good slowdown here from Jamaica, but you committed the foul. Jesus Christ. Stop getting angry, brother. Let
Give
the
him a
game
card.
continue. Let the game continue. Let the game continue so we can not let him add more time on it, because the more time, yeah.
Yeah, this game.
Where's the Martin? Hugh Williams on him bed. Hugh Williams watching the game from under his bed. A free kick here for them to the box stick. Keeper goes out and it goes out for a goal kick. Poor. That's a poor cross there. Yes, Hugh Williams. To be honest, they got a lot of chances, a lot of empty 1-on-1. Just tap the ball in the back of the net. Like how I like the centre backs them so far in the U17s, I think the centre backs them gave up a lot of errors in this one game, you know. So I would like to see them again because it's a pressure situation. But the next rounds are going to be pressure situations, so I would have to see more. Jamaica trying to keep it inside. All right. Okay, you William said, I am, bro. They just tired. PR not good. Jesus Christ. Every team play Jamaica never good. So how can you come and tell me that Jamaica is a good team then? You Williams. If PR not good, how Jamaica becomes a good team? I can't. The logics, we can't deal with them logics here. Our Jamaican player is down. He got up now. Let me stop disrespect other teams, man. We can't just live like that, blood. We can't do that, man. The more the chances the man them get, and you tell me say the next team are good. Over the top here to the box stick, over it pass. That should be it. 3 minutes left in the game. Jamaica should be passing to the next round. 1-0 so far for Jamaica. Yeah. But they have to be kicking themselves because they had the chances. You Williams, they had the chance to be honest, they had the chance to clearly win the game in the second half. They had the chance to clearly win the game in the second half. Maybe it could have been 4-2, 4-3 overall, because I thought Jamaica had one more chance. The one that I still wanted to give that chance of a credit when he blasted the ball to the keeper. Africans.
Yeah.
I thought that was a big chance if he had passed it back. That could have been 2-0 to Jamaica. To Jamaica. So that was a big chance. So to be honest, Puerto Rico actually created more chances in the second half. All of their chances came from the second half. Clearance here from Jamaica. And they're going to pump it up again, and that should be the end. Results count. Use it, Williams. We know your story, you Williams. Right at this point, you need to just support Arsenal as well. Just make up a bunch of story. Yeah. So, wow, this gives me the same feeling as the youth. The first half was solid. For at least the second half of the first half. The second half of the first half was solid. And then after that, they did not start the second half good, none at all. They had 2 chances in a 2-minute spell, but pretty much that's all they did in the second half. I'm sure if PR was clinical, yes. Pandey, that's 100% sure. Flick on in the box here, but we have no time. And clearance for Jamaica is going to go out. We will be a throw-in at the end, and this should be close to the end. Don't give them the chance to whip it in. If PR is on top of the box, he whips it in. Jamaica clears it again. All right, call the game off, no ref. Yeah. All right, and I think that should be the end. Jamaica took it one time, full overall. I don't have the full stats, people. I don't have the full stats, but Jamaica, this was a hard-fought game. Jerome, you need to come back and tell me sorry again. You don't know football. I'm the king of football. Don't disrespect me when you come on this platform. Maybe I'm the greatest thing Jamaica ever see with footballing knowledge. All right, so the Guru, don't change up your mouth. Guru, you know what Guru said? Coach made some foolish changes. So instead of him come back and tell me, say, my analysis on football is very good, the man said it's the coach you should blame. JD don't know nothing about football. So people, Jamaica got to the next round. They will need reinforcement. They will need reinforcement because this need a lot of help. This need a lot of help. Once a change is made, they looked very off pace. Very off pace. Yeah.
No, yeah,
JA
I think
not
that's
fit.
fair.
That's why we need more players.
Yeah, I think I saw one
Rebels.
comment. The game is like the game is more PR being poor than anything. I won't say that it's them being poor. I'd say their finishing in their final third was left a lot
Yes.
of meat on the bone. But hey, credit comes. You just have one goal more than the other team, and that's what Jamaica did. But
Yes.
if you're
Credit to
Jamaica,
Jamaica.
I will say this about Jamaica. My one concern is, yes, I know you're defending a lead and you played a team that couldn't really get their finishing down. Possession flipped from 62-38 in the first half for Jamaica to 51-49 for Puerto Rico in a half. That much movement in a half. And so if you're Puerto Rico, you can't have that much on the ball and have nothing to show for it. That's on their finishing. They show that they could press up and do well. I think for Jamaica, they had opportunities early to put the game away in the second half. They weren't able to. Yeah, I think they had chances in the second half early to put the game away. They weren't able to do so. But I think it's not just getting better players. They need to manage their games. And I'm not going to buy into fully about the substitutions in this game, but it's the substitutions in the entire tournament. You have to make sure that when you have your games here, your players that you want to rely on, they need to be able to go 75. And if your players that you want to lean on can't go 75, you have mismanaged the other 4 games. And there's no reason for them to have mismanaged them because no one scored against them in the other games. And so when you get to this next level, the margin of error is so much smaller. And if they get basically just bombarded with that type of pressure, I don't know if I can trust the defense based off what we saw in the second half to be able to hold up against a team that will actually finish and not scorpion wide open nets. But credit goes to the victors. They got the job done.
People, that's why it's hard for me to analyze game because if you talk the truth, these people eat the Africans, and I'm glad that you're here, seeing it, and you're just saying it as a side.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, this team need more support for these bigger teams. A lot more. I number two definitely. Number two definitely. People, this game could have easily well turned out to be around 4 or 5-1 in the end. That makes no sense. Like in 10 minutes, they got like 4 to 5 big chances by themselves and the goalkeeper. One of our defender, I can't believe what I watched. The defender missed the complete ball Africans and give to the other guy.
Yeah, they gave a lot of opportunities to go, and I think that's
Oh
the
my
concern.
God.
Because if you're going to judge them off of the teams that they're going to be playing, the worst team you'll be playing is a team that wins a group. And so if you looked good, and I'm saying this right now, I'm putting on my most anti-Jamaican take. I'm saying it now. If Puerto Rico decides to play with more urgency in the game, they should have at least have 2. In the same way that Jamaica should have at least 3.
Yes,
If you don't
that's what we
into
said.
the 15
That's what we
minutes.
said in the first half. I don't think the first half goals, the next big chance that Jamaica had in the game, I would say is the one that the boy rifle. Right? No. Giovanni, I'm talking second half. The 4-1, the 4 chances in the second half are 4 big chances. We can't deny them. There are 4 big chances. So in that spell, no, Giovanni, you're mistaken what I'm saying. I'm talking in one spell because I'm counting Jamaica chance in the second half as well. So I'm saying in that spell, in 15 minutes, it's 4-1 out of goals, 5 chances in the game, up and in 15 minutes, 4 to PR and 1 to Jamaica. The one fell to the boy over the right-hand side, and he blasted it in when he needed to pass the ball in. Yes, so that's what I'm counting. I'm counting that one. The Nolan one, I don't know if the Nolan one was an offside because I saw him looking at the ref, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But no, I think like everyone can look at a game and say there's chances that were missed, chances that were had. The problem that I'll have is if you're Jamaica in the beginning, it's the beginning part of the second half, right? They were patient in the first half, fine. They get the
Yeah,
run.
and they just
The
lost their
no
rhythm.
the
So
Nolan
who should
miss,
blame?
the miss where it's like a 4-on-2 and he doesn't cut it back. Those chances miss and they don't suffer because Puerto Rico. I, I said for Canada U17, it felt like they couldn't hit a barn if they were right beside it. Puerto Rico were just getting in the way of the shot that was going to the barn. And so I think for them, the thing I want to know, how good is their defense? I don't know.
Yeah, no. I don't think this. I gave the
I don't
youth
know.
17 centre backs them. I am not trusting these centre backs to the next round. I am very
Mhm.
sorry. I saw 4 ball go in, and they lost all 4 ball. And remember, you call it early, in the first half, every area I play, Puerto Rico had won them,
Was winning the
and Puerto
second
Rico
ball. Yeah.
goes back to the passing the ball alone on the ground. So really and truly, the centre backs them not winning any header. They are not winning nothing at all. Like I like the youth 17 levels. I think I would have gotten 2 more centre backs. I am very
Yeah.
sorry. I am not. Yes, no,
Yeah.
no,
And
Giovanni.
yeah.
I have to credit them, but if you want to go to the next level, I think maybe we have, because remember Giovanni, my standard is I want to see them reach to the best way they can go, and I think that you might have to add more to this. Because I don't like the centre back pairing. I think they have missed too much empty headers. I saw him miss the empty header. You can't do that. No time in football. You can't miss the header completely, and the attacker there behind you.
Mhm.
Yes. The game was like a final, so the pressure get the best of both. All right. JD, don't stop what you're doing, brother. It's necessary in the Jamaican YouTube space. I know, man. I'm trying, but they bad me up every day, even when I just came back. This is my first video back, and they are fighting strongly. JD, you have to credit though. Yes, last U20 pre-qualifiers we barely. Yes, that is true, Giovanni. But Giovanni, I gave them credit. Giovanni, please go and watch my last video. Even people say that they're not good because they're not playing good teams, and I still gave them the credit, Giovanni. And I talk about what we did last time. No, man, Giovanni, man. Go back and watch my last video, man. I gave them so much credit, man. And I'm happy for them today as well. I'm just saying for them to go
Mhm.
further, I think they need more. And I think you would agree with that, Blood. You understand? You would agree with that because they wouldn't have
Mhm.
the same spell that they had against Puerto Rico in the first half because they will be playing against stronger opposition. And then after them start fade, they're going to just fade and get worse and worse. So I'm just saying that they maybe need to add more centre backs to it and
Yeah.
definitely a deeper 6. I like the number 2. The number 2 is talented. So maybe he can
Mhm.
stay. Nolan can play some minutes. I don't know how much of the competition he's going to play. So I don't know
Yeah.
what condition he's going to be in at that time.
Oh. Oh, sorry, guys. I've already switched over to this. Oh, Suriname just hit the crossbar against El Salvador, then skied it over net. My apologies. I've already moved on from them. But
Oh,
they're
you
another
already move
interesting.
on.
No, but I think look, there's points to say yes. Like what Giovanni says, the team is definitely it's a better performance overall. But I think this is always my concern with, and whenever we talk about youth teams, are you preparing yourself? And I'll say this again, like when you get to the big important games, when it used to be the tournament format, and it was just you have to win your group or go through the group, top 3 of the group go on, and then you have another 3 games in the round of 16, quarterfinal, semis, and that the teams that could rotate and still get results, that matters. Now in shorter ones, you still want to have that. It's not so much a team conditioning because that's part of it, but I think you need to build your team. Your team has to be 19 deep. It has to be. And if you think that's impossible, then it better be 16 deep. because they better be the same 5 subs all the time that are coming in and they know what they're doing. So they're getting ready
No,
because right now they're
they
going.
have not
Yeah.
qualified for the World Cup as yet, people. You have a next phase, which is going to be United States, Mexico, and everybody else. Canada will be
other group
coming
winners.
across, and the
Yeah,
other
Canada's
teams them
going.
coming over now. So every team you're going to get is some of the top dog teams. Them. How much team goes through Africans? We need to get that. How much team goes through? I don't have it.
So ultimately, to the championship round, it's 12 teams that
12
go to the
teams
championship
go
round,
through.
and
Yes.
and then after that, the semifinalists go to the World Cup, the under 20 World Cup. So they play in 3 groups of 4. The top 2 teams plus the next best third place teams go on to the quarterfinals, and the quarterfinal winners go to the World Cup. And then because CONCACAF runs Olympic qualifiers with this, CONCACAF for the men only get 1 additional slot because the U.S. is hosting the next Summer Olympics. So whoever finishes the furthest on top of the United States. So if the U.S. makes the finals, the second place team goes. If the U.S. loses in the quarterfinals, the winner of the final goes to the Olympics along with the men. And I bring this up because on the women's side, they've expanded the field for the women. So CONCACAF is getting for the women, when we get to CONCACAF W championships in the fall/winter, it's the USA +3. So basically, if you're going to the World Cup on the women's side, you're going to the Olympics in 2028. So for that is, yes. So just so that everyone is aware of that, what's going on for that. So right now, yes, Jamaica joins Antigua, and then Canada is emotionally through because there's no way they're going to lose a game by 11. And then right now, El Salvador and Suriname are playing. If the result holds, El Salvador moves on. And then the other teams that could possibly move, let me get those here, would be the winner between Haiti and Curacao, and then the winner between Trinidad and Costa Rica. So those are the other teams that are left to come through for those final spots of the 12 in the championship round. But that's what there is. Congratulations to the U20 Reggae Boys. You guys need a nickname for that team. A better team.
JD, before we go anywhere, people, please do hit the like button. I don't know how much likes we're on. Hopefully we are over 200. Let me go for 250 because we do our job here. You know, that's one thing you can't cuss us about. We do our job, regardless of you guys bullying us on what to say. We tell you what will come next, and everything that we said came through. So based off how we assess the game, you should click the like button. Subscribe as well. Subscribe to The Africans. I'm gonna drop a different link. Africans, why can't you just share the link in the chat? Just share the link.
Oh no, that's a link for the U20s for the championship round.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll get you my link here in a sec here.
All right, yeah, just share it in the chat so people can go there. All right, so let me check how much likes this video is on. Okay, 188. Thanks for the support, people. Just fire 5 questions, and we asked. Dalton said, JD, I have for trust. They have been playing as a team, so just have to let them stay. So Dalton want them to stay. He doesn't want to change the team. So all right then, Dalton, that means you're going for development. All right.
Mm-hmm. If that's how
Dalton
that's
says
fine.
Dalton said, I would never change a backline 28-0. Dalton, your problem is, Dalton, you're not watching the game. Because if you tell me that 28-0, 28-0 means something to you, when I told you before the tournament start that you only have one team Jamaica will play, and it's Puerto Rico. That's it. So before the conversation started, I told you it's only one team. And you really go on. So when you watch Puerto Rico and Jamaica today, that's where you should base everything off, because every other team that you're going to face is better than Puerto Rico. So that's when you get caught up in tribalism, you know. You get me? Because you're just believing in fantasy and not actually what took place just a while ago. You just saw them played against a competent team and they fell apart. You get me? So why we can't just look at it from that side? The man said 28 goals and they scored one today. They scored one today and gave up 7 big chances in a game. In one game, they gave up so much big
Suriname
chances.
just hit another
so
post.
You have, yeah, Suriname is a postmaster. So people. So I understand your takes. Maybe you like what you saw, but I can tell you, if you've seen this team go to the next round, but as is, I don't think they have a chance, none at all. I can say that before even a training happen, because the next team will be professional players playing in the MLS. Just like when we played them the last time, they were playing in the MLS. So why you think they're not going to be playing in the MLS again? And then those are quality players because expectations are high on them. So yeah, we have to be careful, man. That's all I'm saying.
Jason asked the question: how many players would you want to add to this group? For that, I don't know if you want to highlight it or throw it up, but
I will have to sit down. I will have to sit down. We got 15-0 the last time. I think people can't remember so far back. That was the last competition, you know. So you mean that's so far back? I think they did. You know why I know that. You know why I know they don't remember, JD. It good to know they were playing. Okay, all right. But Dalton, sometimes you have to listen, blood. That's why every time I come here, you know, I don't just talk about Jamaica only. I talk about the difficulty of the games and everything. So you should have knew that we ain't playing anybody in the first 2 games, blood. This was the only game Jamaica would have played. And this was the only game PR would have played, just the same. Likewise, El Salvador and Suriname, maybe that group was a little bit harder. And then maybe the Trinidad group is a little bit harder because you have a next team that just step up in the development to make it. But it's naturally 2 good teams in each groups. And then one that can get players from a different confed. They just get a bunch of players from a different confed, and then that makes it a top group. They don't understand that's the problem in Africans. So come on, man, come on.
Yeah, like
all right.
Even
so
like
yeah, go ahead,
like even like if we're looking at Canada, like I can think of 3 names and they've not lost a game, and I'm saying, look, they look good, but like I can easily say, yo, Gas Persat, bring him back. Bring back Kevin Kahn, who's just living his PSV life. Like, look at some of the other U17s that performed well. Eli Roche, who was moving on, but then there's options that you can look at what works and what doesn't. But I will say for Jamaica, I don't have players for you because I'm not as well versed within their link. But as I said about 10 minutes ago, the center back pairing, you need better. If they gave up the chances like they gave against Puerto Rico, I think you have to look at your center back pairing and you have to at least say, can we find?
And that's all I said.
Can we get more players? Yeah.
And that's all I said. I just said that I will keep the number 2. I like the number 2. Nolan, I don't know if he will be a starter in a higher level, but I think he has some quality. I like what he offers. The number 2 definitely good. The keeper is definitely solid. So you already start have a core of players that you saw now. You understand me? One of the left winger, the guy that was out at the left hand side, because Nolan was more central most of the time. The one over the left hand side, I like his technical ability, so maybe you can see more. But I still think you have to add if you want to win. But if you're doing development, you send them same and go, no problem. But you make sure the public know that you're just doing development. So if it doesn't go well, people can understand that you're trying to develop the players. You can't pay for friendlies, so you're going to just use these as international friendlies. You understand me? Yes, but that's all I'm saying, people. But congratulations on Jamaica. They held on in the end, and that's why we are not so happy about how it ended. You know, it started very good, not very good. I think the first 15 minutes wasn't good at all. I thought that Puerto Rico was doing the same thing that they did in the second half in the first 15 minutes of the game. It looked like they were comfortable passing the ball through Jamaica. Jamaica couldn't get close to them and stuff. And we are here saying that Jamaica shouldn't start with this intensity because they have the advantage and they're going to get tired. And once the tiredness came, it just came rapid. Like every player just started going down one time. So the strategy need with the coach. What grade they would give the coach? Because he got all the wins, but based on the style, or what you would give the coach now?
For me, watching them the entirety, they were able to play pedal to the metal football, pressing against everyone. And in the first 15 minutes, again, I said if they play like this the whole game, it's going to cost them. They took the next game, they took the next part of the half. They were patient, they built up, and then the second half, they made changes. They were 11 players on the pitch. I don't know what shape it was, JD. I think it was a four circle. What they were playing in the second half, it was four players in defense, and then the rest were circling around the ball, and that's what it looked like. So I have questions about the coach being able to. The coach has a couple months to be able to implement multiple strategies. Please do, please,
Yes, yes.
because they should have managed that game far better than they did, and the way that both personnel choices and stylistically, it nearly cost them. 1-0 Marley.
Dalton said, JD, I think you rate Puerto Rico more. No, it's not me rating Puerto Rico more, but I knew that Puerto Rico is a better technical team than Jamaica. And you guys at halftime attacked me. And I said, they're not watching the game. You don't, based on what I'm analyzing, they're playing to a system. And that can be problematic because Jamaica will break down because they're running too much. And because you guys only look at instant gratification, so if Jamaica blasts a shot from 50 yards out, you find that as excitement. But in football, I don't look at that as excitement because they didn't teach you that. Nobody believe in those foolishness. That is foolishness. You understand me? It's a team game, and you should be as efficient as possible. That's what all system goes. So when I'm talking, it's not me against Jamaica or nothing. It's just when I see a next team playing the safer pass and then make the trigger, I know that they have learned the game better. And if you have watched Puerto Rico and you don't come off this game and said, no, Puerto Rico, maybe they never started well. Maybe they never started well being decisive. They're still in the first half. They're still at the open entry Africans. That open entry, that should have been an easy slip coverage, and they never put it in. But we saw that they had that ability. And we said that Jamaica gave up that big chance. You understand me? So we have to look at things from those sides. So it's not about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is just a better technical team. And I want those liars that came in and want to cuss me out, come and tell me, show me that I'm just more knowledgeable in football than you. It's very easy, brother. It's very easy. We have to give credit. It's due. Jamaica's athletic team that plays wing transition. But wing transition cannot survive for 90 minutes. And that's what Africans is saying. You have to come with something. You have to come with something else than just a wing transition. All right. So what you need, use wing transition for the outlet. That's what they should do, use wing transition for the outlet Africans. But make sure you put as much technical players inside and they stay inside. So you want to have a system that if it start go bad, they can keep the tempo of the game. You have to find a way how to balance this wing transition thing, not just this Craig Butler type of madness, because Craig Butler is the one that start this only all-out playing 1-0 Drew. So we have to find a way how to refine this wing transition because clearly it creates opportunity, but on the defensive end, we're not getting any much. That's it. People we have talked. Go ahead.
No, to sum it up, I would say they need to, for the next round, they need to be able to manage the game better. That's the thing. They need to be able to manage the game better because the first half, go.
No, I'm saying so. What I'm saying wouldn't be the best suggestion or to finish that they want to play on the wings. That's what they want because they only believe in speed. So what would you do? You would not just try to put more creative players that can hold on to the ball a little bit more. So if you want to play the wing, why you don't just activate a 3 at the back? So you already have the security, and then you have two that can pick up the ball off you and then spread it wide. So I think a 3-2 system would always start. It works better. A 3-2 system will work better because it gives them the base, so they can't get counter-attacks to death. And what I saw, Jamaica teams are always up for counter-attacks because they're just open.
And I think I would go a step further with that. If you want to do that, but that comes down to everyone. That's not just creative players in the middle. That's center backs being able to find the simple pass, but that's also center backs under pressure being able to make the simple pass, right? And I think that's going to be important because if you play a USA, they're going to look at if it's the same center backs, they'll look at them and say, okay, bets. Let's press, bet. You're not, we think more times than not, you won't make the right football move. You'll just launch it forward. The forwards and the midfielders didn't do a good job winning the second balls in whenever a long ball was put on. And so because of that, that's where if you want to play that style, it's not just the middle. You need it all across, especially you need it in your spine is really what it is. Goalkeeper has to play out, which he shows that he can. You need center backs who can find those passes and be composed. They need that. You need midfielders who can hold and move. That was the one thing that was frustrating in the first half when they were trying to build, and then they would do the 7 passes, and then someone would try to do something. It was
yes,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen it in women's U17. We've seen it in men's U17s. We've seen it at every level.
We saw
7
it last
passes,
night.
and then the ball must hit.
With Ballon d'Or players on the bench, if on the field, we're seeing the same thing. So I don't know who is coaching. Who is coaching these coaches? But Africans, yes, people. Congratulations, Jamaica. They got it over the line. Was shaky, but the second half of the first half was good. In summary, we will have to return, and more games are coming. So don't worry yourself. I am going to be live a lot more. Africans is going to be live a lot more. So look out for it, people. All right.
Agreed. But yeah, congratulations.
And please subscribe to Africans channel.
Yeah, I'd say again, congratulations, Jamaica. The goal. I mean, I know you're going to spend at least 2 hours on this. Was it a good goal or not? Look, from a goalkeeper standpoint, I'm not I have a man on the inside post. That man should be able to cover that.
Africans, you're still talking about that goal. You're still talking about
as a goalie, I am mad. As a goalie, I am mad because I have a man on the post. He should be able to cover that.
All right, so
and then when I see he can't, then I gotta dive back. No,
I thought it was a good goal, but because Africans was a goalie, he said that's a terrible goal, and the comments actually agree with him. So for people that never joined that discussion, the goal that actually scored, which was from it to the first post, he blasted it and it went in squeaking the first post. Warrior said that goal was unstoppable. Nobody else in the chat agree with you. So I want to hear what other people have to say.
I'm saying, listen, I agree, Jalen. No one was expecting it because you shouldn't be as a goalie. I will continue to say, look, when I saw it live, I was like, okay. And then when I saw the angle, I was like, no, I am mad at that defender. I have cussed out defenders for less. If you're covering that post, sir, jump, grow your hair out, do something. But in terms of the placement, he put it right over the player on the post. Once the goalie sees it, now you're jumping back and you're already jumping into the net. You can't do anything about it. As a goalkeeper, okay. I wouldn't be able to say that. You can't do anything, but I still blame the man on the post.
Well, people, it looks like that will never stop. Some people saying that should be a goal, poor decision from the goalkeeper. Marking needed to be better. People said it's a world-class goal. I don't know. That would send him back in the net too much power. Really?
Yes, Warrior.
Right,
yes, Warrior. Yes, bust his head for the team. You have the crest of the country on your chest. Make a save. Sacrifice for the country. Yes.
So why are you threatening my co-hosts? Africans, you are finished. These people are too violent. No, let me not say these people. You have a specific fraction of the gangsters, them. You know where you need to go? All of you Jamaican gangsters, you know where you need to go? You can go to Iran. They are there waiting on you. You guys like to act like you're tough in Jamaica. I am paying for you guys to go to Iran. They need soldiers over there to fight. All right. Yes. Stop banding up
Exactly,
my
Marcus.
post.
Exactly, Marcus. When you score it, you're like, yo, credit to it.
You see, you Marcus, that's a problem. No, you're gonna make Africans get more busted. All right, so people, Jamaica won it in the end. We are analysis people. That's what we do. We analyze games. We can't put so much emotions in it. All right. No goalkeeper. We're looking for a cross. And oh, so that's what he's saying, Dalton. That's why he said it's something that shouldn't have happened because it's unexpected. That's all. That's all. That's all. So people, my co-hosts need to survive because people threaten to bust his head. He can translate these things, you know. It's clear as day, you know. Canada has a lot of Jamaicans there, you know. So stop threatening people on the internet. You will go to prison. You violent ass.
Martin,
All right,
Rick, it's
so
like I agree with you, but I think if you look, if you ever get the replay,
no.
the player, no, it's not that because the player on the wall moves, but the player who's on the post, it's over. Like if you want to give it credit, here's the credit. It's perfectly placed over the man who's manning the post. Right when the goalie kid sees it, even if he dives, he's diving into his net. Like you can't do anything because the devices that are there to say don't weren't set up and didn't stop it. So it's a perfect spot, but like if I'm the angry part, Jason, that's what I'm saying. The man on the post has to take that. If I'm on the post, I've taken a ball to the face on being manning the post when I was a left back first. Trust me, you do it. Is it fun?
Well, Jason, not everybody
No,
be
but you do
agree with
it.
you, and it's a running bad, a running war team. People say it's a bossa goal net. You understand me? The last 10-20 minutes, PR control the game. Yes, Jalen, we watch the game. We watch the game. That's why we are asking for reinforcement. Maybe take Muggsy Bones off the post and put Wemby. JD, football is a passionate game. Whenever we say something, it's not, yeah, but you can't bust people head. It's not everybody can understand Jamaican violence, you know. I am Jamaican. I am Jamaican,
I
so I
grew
can understand Jamaican violence. But goddamn,
out.
we have to always show people that we are just violent blood. That's why I said go to Iran. Sorry, Africans.
And I was
This
gonna
Africans
no,
didn't grow up, you know.
no, I was gonna say outside of my best friends who are Gambian and Kenyan, my other friends are Jamaican from St. Kitts, from Trinidad. So believe me, I've been around this. A part of this feels like this is a Tuesday for me because it is a Tuesday for me. But no, they haven't reached the
Oh
World Cup.
my
They are going to.
God. The guy that threatened you said, I am lying. Nobody threatened you to bust head. Wasn't this man said he's gonna bust head?
JD, really quick, JD, JD, really quick. Throw up the Wikipedia for the last round so people can see what's coming up next for them.
All right. Well, let me get it up here
Yeah,
because I
that'll
want
be
to run off
that'll be
because
our
remember,
final five
yes,
five
people,
minutes
we have
of
to
the
run
video.
off. I'm gonna just put it up for a minute and then we run off because I have a little more little things to do, you know, and I have to get up early in the morning again. Remember, it's 3:30 my time in blood. All right. All right. So is
I
it
know
this?
you're not Warriors. Um, it should be the link I just sent you. Should be it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's it, you know. Hold on. All right. So
The
it's the next one. Let me close this one down because that's not the
okay.
one. That's not the one. All right. So I have two there. All right. So
So it
this
wasn't
is
the one
it.
from the private chat. Okay, no, all good.
Yeah, no, this is one that they sent me.
Okay, but yeah, that's the right one. That's the right one. That's fine. So scroll back up.
All right.
So yeah, so right now, as you can see, Jamaica is there. The teams that are already qualified are the United States, Mexico, Honduras, Panama, Cuba, Guatemala. More than likely, there's going to be USA. So USA, Mexico, and Honduras are going to be in three separate groups. And then you're going to have Panama, Cuba, and then Guatemala and three other groups. And then after that, You have Canada, the winner of El Salvador there. So those 12 teams are going 3 groups of 4. The top 2 of each group plus the next best third place teams, the 2 best third place teams are moving on to the quarterfinal round. And that's coming in Jason, this is Concacaf. Concacaf will find every way to make sure that somehow USA is and Mexico or sometimes Canada are already preceded into the bottom. So this is the life. So they need to, I think if you're Jamaica, top 2 in your group is one thing, but if not, being a third place team means probably winning a game against probably the likes of a Antigua or Barbuda, a Canada, a Costa Rica or Trinidad, and then in El Salvador or Suriname, to be one of the best best third place teams. Once we pass that, if you want to scroll down, JD, real quick to the quarter, just to the brackets, it will be empty, but that's fine. Just keep all the way to the bracket. No, that's all the way to the bracket.
Bracket.
Yeah, to that. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So once they get there, so the top 2 winners, top 2 teams in every group, plus the best 2 third place teams, the winners of those games. So the semifinalists are all going to the World Cup, the under-20 World Cup that happens next year. And then because of that, so 4 teams qualify for the World Cup, and then with the US there, 1 more team qualifies for the Olympics. So the simplest way to put it is, if the US makes the finals, the other finalist makes the Olympics. If the US loses in the semifinals, the final game, the winner of that is going to the Olympics. If the US somehow loses in the quarterfinals, the world's already ending. So prepare yourself for everything else, because that normally doesn't happen.
Yes.
Then it's the same thing. The winner goes, but then the top 4 go on for that. So that's what Jamaica's playing for. They have a couple months, and that happens right after the World Cup. Mm-hmm. So it's August. So World Cup finishes in July, and then come August, then it's the U20s. And then after that, then you get the U17 men, you have the U20 women, and then the U17 women to finish the year, and then the U15 thing that they're doing. But yeah, so it's every year's going to feel this way. That's what it is. Listen, yes, Jason, and all the money they were given is coded in orange. You can take that as you want. So yeah, so that's what is next for Jamaica. And we saw Antigua there as well, and then the other games. Has El Salvador hit another post? Who knows? But Suriname keeps on hitting posts. So if that game stays, it'll be El Salvador, Canada, and then the likes. But that is what's coming for the U20s. So Jamaica joins the already 6 preceded teams, and then plus Antigua, who got past Dominican Republic, which I think we can say that's an upset. That's an upset. I don't think many of us saw
that's an upset. Not we can say that is an upset. Yes. That is an upset. Yep. So people, that's it for me. It's 3:30 now. I still need to get some rest to get up early in the morning yet again, because my time zone is very far. But we will be back again. I think maybe I don't know what time the 80 game. I think it's the same time 80 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, roughly.
If it's the same time, I'm going to try my best to try do the 80 Curacao, because that's the next good one. But we will keep you posted, people. Thanks yet again for the continuous support. Please go and support Africans. So when you're not here, you know we have other places that actually talks football, and I think it is helpful for Jamaica, especially with the footballing information. All right, yeah, man, take your time. Congratulations to the guys. Them, it's a hard fought game. You need to give them credit. All right, it's a hard fought game. All right. And that's why you don't disrespect opponents, because now you see the value of actually winning the game, because we knew that the next team was good. All right. Big up yourself, Dalton, and massive respect one for the super chat. Yeah, man. All right. So people, like the video on your way out and take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.